sa eti free one more eti Kevin Teller so when you were brought na wo ho na se atua wo car tina ho na sa wo ma me free ha sai na sa papa free ha na sa ya branch ya wo ton ne ma wo ha na sa wo fana wo ha ka be hunu wo mo bo onyankopon ka mo ho onyankopon tina ni mu kira mo onyankopon ma mu gidi akwaso onyankopon ma wo be ya patu prane kan wi biara no onyankopon ma ho afama mu nyina onyankopon sra mu nyina yada mase na so kama tu asempa no a eye etue aduonu enum nchichemu aduasan num ose adano meka kira wo se akomode me no ama mi bibi wa mama duane ani ejaba be se ya sauce wa mama mashayan ya yare wa me sika amfa nko ayansabia na dia MPP fo ayei ya dia asalita
one dane murunkumu wa bawa chiri domo ene ya woda no pay abusua sene e bejwa Hong Kong ko ba sam da biara da anopai won kura won nsayamo ne nipa ne nya kase wa wo so yenim se wiye no ya dia seda be ma wo kase no oda na de pa chi wan enye wa ho ofe enye wo tumi enye wo nyansa enye wo nimdie enye wo sika bia wo eya adom experience ne de kakra bi na de bata ho. And then Thursday, the 17th day of April 2025 in the year of our Lord. And Penso Western in the morning is live on Wuntubi 101.3, live on Western Diamond Television. And pay atenase. Send your ena brother Brennan or my Ghana and Commodores womu papa. Adia Cochena Yantia. Yantia some fufroda. Ejadiachi ashase echi echiri mu ani atin samfo fro no pe ne de aba betu animu yan de ya by day workers and pay the chief by day worker any team ni nyina no aye ready betinam de ama barma ba na kunadu abupra yana production team na say watch ba ASN chill DJ Yaro thank you Samuel Dingo thank you Abna Sawa Many Ampo Kelly DJ Bo Mana Prek air technician on duty Midin the Osikani Frimpong Manso and a pay eh who say we be wapono edi amaye say yemfa yen komo no emesi waboboa no na wonso nya wo chefa e wo ena no pay komo no mu na obenya wo chefa pa mana sombo a ene na ubetimi the WhatsApp and a text message at 0248071174 eso. We are live on all our social media platforms and I pay. And you know Udru Facebook at Western Diamond TV. Like your page, you know, comment in your two for money. We are bombarding copy link in a share. And all that chance the program is live this morning on YouTube. Subscribe to your YouTube channel, no? At Western Diamond TV. TikTok also. Bet me any Eddie Kasubomu and so our home. Within the Osikani Frimpong Manso, and I pay atenase. Yaba suma my tias mine kana. Sani abaya wo mine be fan to my papa no efra. And I pay. Kaya huwe. We are serving you to the fullest. And I pay a jiri pass on huye. Divine selection aka wi kwade ene mu pefesa wo hoye moje dia furusani ni padua mu chechemada wa bodwemu ene mu paasa wo hoye rono a wo so so san na hote empeso a wo so so san na hote and of course se hoye pa dia na Ghana nso ye yanso fidua mu ase nso ye nyina ye hoye bibia dati bibia nsi ye na yesin konwe ye na no pay. nsem bebrebe no an yenya daje ne biabie ni nyina eni so de akere wo na no pay ye ni kan entu ye ho ye hofo ne ye hie ho enkuran no pay enkuran hye sam no ene ya to din ebre time ana emre time embre akwesi buoni friend time baba chawtie adanu ada mami Jane Lee Logan eka asembi na utena sidi na utie mami ne nsam a esum fidie wadwene mu ema wo pentem ko pe ho emuaye eba na emuaye na eba no na eba betre ba bia wo betu anamo de akoduru dache esanse emre ene nkrabia ene mprempren a ye kase ni padua no ya hwanim se asafo yehu ade be ye adwuma Jane Lee Logan adano ada okan say when the wind of change blows, remember sometimes what appears dead is simply preparing for a new beginning. When the wind of change blows, remember sometimes what appears dead is simply preparing for a new beginning. The abaso chire nyina ne se enframa eden sesamba ebo a ebia na sa enframa no ebo no edua bia wu ana ni padua na kwa ba bia wu ewu a enye se bia ewu physically na emom no sunsum mu asam ne ye ka no ane wo hawa hodo a egu nipa so emprempren ene ye ka ho asem no ebia na ye wadwuma sam aye bisi basa ntadwuma na ewu awade no ewu chese abrabo na wo bono de awde esi wani so so pesa wo ye nyina no entimi mmamu maw enti ne ye kase se enframa eden sesaba ehya ase se ebo a abusia ebo nyina no na enema bia ewu ewo nipadua ne yasetena mu no ahya ase ebe kan homre so ebe man homre so ama enkwa mapasan so abam biem entemprempren aye emre. It's just a matter of time. Emre, a matter of time. What we had was saying, God has a plan for every season of your life. We must trust that He knows what the right time is for changing every season in our lives and learn to rejoice in each of them. Bepacho nyame de mre ne nkrabia na o de mre na ye na dwuma. Wo bi dia benne eno nkyerɛ sɛ wo de emma. Wo bi dia ba enra na adwo eno nkyerɛ sɛ wo de emma. Ebia appointment ya abai ba ye oye na nka wo hwɛ nim sɛ wa ye adwuma asom NDC amanyokuo ne pa. Ka wo hwɛ nim sɛ ubenya appointment. Nanso no bepem ne. Onte ho popoye biem. Aye mre. And pay my ba me too for myself Christ be a besibiano aye mre. Now man mra and ye niema ewubiano and kwebe bemu na shase say free na free a wiase nyinara ebehu eboa esom se ade no na ewu no efifiri ye e abrabum entina no pay nyabotre brafam kawakoma to yam ewiase no enya wo nkoa na wotim. There are other and different circumstances a manfo etimi eche edi hye nkurai de omo ko mu emre bia bese no kro etanopai menim de wona mu but ma ba me tufu aka kire wo se emre time emre de nsesa bi beba ama san nsesa na ede ba no niama ewu abrabom nyinara ebe hye ase enya nkwa efifiri na fei ni asesa wo de sa niama ne ye no wa hye ase enso e de ajo entianopai nyamre emamre give time some time tiabie nyamre emamre give time some time bibia ebesibia ne eye enhyehyeye ne mre emre nso de ye de hyehye niama entenei ebia na atorenchema tuobi emre na aso eye de ya wo be fi atorenchem no mu wo hawa wo na mu ne ye bre anka hoda enti emre bi beba man sesa mapanso atimi aba o situation no mu ama wo so adi adanse ka wakoma to yam na nya wo nti ase preko pese eye emre adopei ye gina we so ama wo ache ne asan so ama wakwa aba kai na hye no so se wo mbre so a na so emfa wo ne ba bia owo adopei good morning. Join the conversation live on Western Diamond Television. And now the WhatsApp and a text message about 0248071174. And a pen come if you do say.
Box am abo tracing. Hey.
Want to be 101.3.
What ya for? De. Hey, bishane sakamajan so.
Na so come to asempanwa. Eye etre aduonu enum nchichemu aduasanum ose adano meka kire wo se akomode me no ama mi bibi wa mama duane ani ejaba be se ya sauce wa mama mahweyan ya yare wa me sika amfa nko ayansabia na dia MPP for aye ya dia as a regional chairman regional party na mu bo MPs na baso yewura Dr. Mahmoud Bawomi abaso ogene Canada Japan abaso aye national party Justin Kodu abaso anu obi na po mianka saminua na po abaso Patrick Wama baso no obi bia oba ha bia no yabo abaso na bossa de manu no say yenya habada jese dwa no yesi asan ya ja haba yenya habada akaya sidi ba ko kra ya de bebramo na
ensem kran se Galamsey kono obetimi akon. And clearly there have been some conversations those from the mining areas Galamsey no NFA illegal mining activities in Ede Bromwa. Indeed the country is sitting on a time bomb. And before to high as the Hwinsi Yatitiwasa as a BBNC BBN so and yet you and a choir would do a memoir say no. That yes, Simua, yes, no. And by Jotie and rather any the former Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Onyam for Samuel Abdullah na Posansu MP the man this year or Damango constituency. Wakasa I say President John Mahama ne NDC amanyo kuo no emma modern pa se ene ya ye kase wamu be ende sa Galamsey a amanfo eye ewo NDC abresu with impunity no na they should commit to you can say the state of emergency wamu promise Ghana for say wamu ba wamu declare state of emergency na yetimi enya adaje enya eni e de akwantia illegal mining Galamsey atwa tese e wo memu ase no rather the former lands minister kai President John Mahama say o opposition who can say aban no otis wonu nko ade ye yanto aba ma wo ba be ku ni ye Ghana fo atia to aba ma enne ya ye kase chase ye to aba ma wo kura de chase agentre han e wo memu ase ntino Bosha wo share no wadaro ma 2 minute crowd. We are commander of the Ghana Armed Forces. Enti no bomade na sa Bosha na wo share no diso na wamu illegal mining no busuya yentu amase. Waka sa asem ni wiye and rather be ka be catch you say wamu ewo Facebook no wamu hwehwe Erastus Asaredonko Facebook address na wamu enkwa the wall and just enra they were tried to horo me yam sheme but you that TV no say the president cannot watch on for this to happen constantly. I have notified the right authorities including the sector ministry but very little agency is attached to it. How can party people lay claim over illegality in a such brazen manner across the country? And the leaders watch on. Galamsey is being done in protected forest reserve. But the underlying word, a protected forest reserves. Baby, any young rasa under the current administration led by President John Dramani Mahama, no, on one for party for at the protected forest reserves, to Galamsey with impunity. Yet was in such a brazen manner by non-party people who feel entitled because they claim it is their turn. Hana very, very dangerous, you know. Yes, ya buy na ba, ya brenye, it yanso, and your forest reserves are young remu. Now by that no, and market South Forest reserves in no red zones, no. And then I buy buy ya woman say ya buy na ba, ya party for yanso ya brenye, ya tiesim to assign no. I say the more we notify authorities, very little is done. These images show current mining in the Tano Nimiri Forest Reserve and the extreme pollution of the Tano River. How does we allow people with connections to illegally enter our protected forest and degrade it and steal the resources, leaving degraded lands for citizens to pay for? Why is it difficult for authorities to end this nature crime? The only answer that makes sense is that it involves people close to them. And you know, way and someone Erasto Sasaredonko, Ediabetuja, or one of the journalists, Memuha, and yet Galamsey, a whole update, and one my young Juma, just said, Babia and somebody will be an Obeko Idiaba, was say, was Sisu set party for, and this party for no, and Wama Tiasibua, Wamo. To Galamsey, our protected forest reserves, our Ghana has said, and the government is sitting down quietly as if some BNC. And to President John Dramani Mahama and the Lands Minister, I don't know what I may catch them who said, and yet they are betimia illegal mine and Galamsey, no, our memoir say, and the entire one woman crop for the to Galamsey, no. Captain Smart Abeka, and so Erastus Sasaredon consul, and the Biabe Toso say, and ne. And yet, protected forest reserves, you know, and this for party people claim it's their turn. And you know, Wama Tiesibua, Wamo to Galamsey, no, with impunity. And clearly, the Lands Minister Babakachi said some 44 out of 288 forest reserves have been destroyed by Galamsey activities. And over 9 out of the 44 forest reserves have been completely taken over by these illegal miners. Awusia, February mu no be kan sa asem. Emprempre ayeka say, sa 44 no atra 9 nso a completely taken by illegal miners. Forestry Commission officials ntimi mbongura mu, asojafo ntimi mbongura mu no 9 nso no ebi aba be ka ho. And what are we doing to ourselves? And the president, and ye, what ya konyaso, na o share boy in opposition say, Montua Bamami na me ba, the Dikai, Elaya, and ma, a Bimukama Mura Forest Reserve mu, Ekokoya mining, no, I will come and repeal that ally. Now, Obaya, Obaya, where's you when? Just said, the air question crown, as an yet one take here, as a BNC. Adia saying, and you can say rhetorics and Kwane Kasa things any measures are empha solutions, Papa Biama, and a woman a Ganya Sumu. Who does that? Who does that? And Western region I say Kwano, I don't know that Nana Poku Busompim, First Commission, Boss Bar say, Southern Samuel Kanye. Was it a Naya Kasa, Chessa? A near Nyai. Western region and near nyai. And near nyai at time. At time cry. Mame kwa ma no so mbra na me meto asa nkomo we so. Enrada Small Scale Miners Association ekohia eye gold board fo. Ene omo edi eye kaso bomu. Ye kwa ma no so ne ye ne de Ashanti Regional Organizer ede ma Association of Small Scale Miners edi enkomo ye frɛ no Kwakudua. Bra Kwaku ma chia no pay.
Mejo so bru.
Na ohunamu bokɔ de.
Apomboko ye wanadum.
Ye da nyame ase papa. De edi kama ye misa enrada matu anamo akopie mu ewo eye enkran mu ne gold board mpanimfo akosi nkonwa akobisom ensem ahodo bi ama wo de humu aye ama mo. Wada Roma enkomo be ne course enra.
Yo meda wase no match ya wotifo nyina so ma yesa akwanyan. Nyeso betechensem. No kre gold board to nsa afre na yekohia nya na ye lance system na aso mo twa PMMC di anim. Na mo kire mu se de gold board na ebe fa gold to ehun sensem nyina wo mem ha. Enti wodi dwuma bi ato gold dia just wodi gold board. Tin say lances na omo AJ for PMMC di ma ye no. Eno de enya dwuma bi o but wa wo bie no wo de ba na gold board e de omo dia ye dey amawo. Na sa fe de wo to gold na say wo to ma gold board. And I feel so no almost all my sending tea on yes and say PMs for no biama foreigners ni bi lances ni bi on the to gold ni bi e de fa contrast de come mem enti no so don person see ano ntino nya de say omo twene nyina mu a na fe wo ba beje gold board de na e so ye Ghana ni ba mapa be ena amye no ka sana ese no ho de bibia ni je bibia aba na gold ni to no mu no na operation na say ene omo eka se kwan be fa so ebeto agudie no se de yen sisi aye to godi o hwe command so ne patem a bias nkwan ho kra no anase omo buru be se 200 to 300 enti so obi koton gold a uni me bi ode ko betian so aton awi but we ne me se koko shell se akuya for so koko de se akosa la ni bi we gold no wa hwe koko kra na yes smuggling room na gold so say be choke sa obi e penisika hwe na de san no so say the smuggle no bi wo say dey aba but e to mani mu no omo so mo di hu dwuma say de be ya bibia ni a ebe ko wano ene e kan sika semu say e say gold koko akuafo yi a na nanu otu ko kare koko ye say catch sika nyamai e ko basa nso so a e how kase na de bebre na say senso ye ni ba bi asa koton gold no so omo so be san hwe adi hu dwuma ma say de be ya kasem so beko wano tinsem bebre na ebusebusa ayese no munya de amunya ho ayi na ba nyesa no som de adwuma no won beto say pe na sa no ma we ya consider and ye be san deja cross infection.
I see. Ye beba eye nkitahodi amuno mkodi ye no so na fei ye nya emu nkyiremu mapa wada Roma wamo set up sa gold board ye na fei emra ye de ebe bata ho na wo matimi de aye adwuma no. We were told that woman involved Small Scale Miners Association of Ghana. And there were specific challenges. Nanka mu hwe ni mu se nko mu invite mu a kam de mu betimi de ato manimu na as a matter of urgency no ya pekwan be fa so ama ye de sa wo haw no so atimi abawie ye anka mu timi ahia o mu ansa na ye ko pass bill ne sa we nu a anka enei kam nko se mo de mo nsam ene mo haw ekwa akodan wo mo wada Roma sa na mo no mo di kan etu ye no esunsuanso be na de bre ye Small Scale Miners e wo memo ase
Madam say name nyame anim amen clear Accra nya omutu na mo ne de e ka so manya sutra na eboa because on yes three by dialogue crowd Kumasi say Brooklyn hotel you be see
okay
eme na we say no provoking lances na de to good na omu ye free ho no e na na country mu say e be den e no mtre say no wa wo bi da na de ba be good board de na nyame anim say de na nsensem yakobu sebisa nyina na say de ko kan ho bi no I say parliament na contem media de meka no e contem na say two ebo because implications say wo ho no e doso for sa good to no and this one hwe na kukuru sa den kakaka na de beto ho na say one hwe no antia so ano year e den sem bebre e de beba na say what the mining crown sense me hwe na say soja for ne forestry for cambo mu hwe o say forest mu a omo ye kuru e wo ho nti abribia na meka say mo ye betu galam sase nipa no so gbowurem ejisi katwitwi die ahwema ye hokuro e de ko amam fufuro so Argentina say be Ghana ka sentiment pebosia near something like life skills say ho yankomo say na mo first ka twitwi de free ho no ne ya bien company kase na mabunu ya mo say yensu e bebre nya adwuma no bia de akoye so since that bia no ne be shimfide ne be say no ma ne be say ne ma emoaye enti se wan hwe na gold board no so no omo te na so man trani ye na be to ho na fe no ugina la mu na say papa we kwanye aggregator auto golda na so no kwa akosa lai be nipa be 100 akosa lai so mo koton mo golda o pa bone fon so te ba bia obehu say oh kwakudu ton gold and is idea scare ba no ho dan me ko try na kwam ha na ma de ba di na wu ma gine sika na ko and so ta create another idea ba so until say amobaye na ka bia omoye kra no na so gold board no betia hye kanka say bia afene ko na wie na ka gina dia na so ka say almost stop completely dia nyame no the problem ka kra dey ebeba but nyina achi no so mababo mo ho ntie hwe I
see etino enra mokoye no gold board fo ya ka kire mo say PMMC license on sa wonde ma wo to gold wo omemu ha no enei wo say with effective May 1 no sa licenses ni nyina no enye adwuma biemu ene open license ni bia je say wo ba gold board for ho na wo ma etimi ama license etino as you speak now no sa licenses are PMMC for the man wo di gold hu dwuma omemu ha no gold board for ese wo sa license ni bia automatically and you are qualified to do gold business because PMMC and I migrated to gold board sanity
sa pe omode nyina so kan say enam say nipa kro no auto gold ni bi dantia oni mo adwuma dada no and adwuma dada ni ntino we Ghana ni ba ne de oba ya no automatically omode gold board ya ne dey ebe ma wo na mbom wo afi na wani je ho say fan say me ne wo ka say no wani je gold ton ho a na be say adwuma ni bi dia omodo we fan krata sem bi mu ansana onso qualify say be ma sa ni bi te omo ye adwuma dada to gold dada ne de automatically no manya advantage say a good board say omo mo sa krata no emom falling na omo fa bi nyeden e ma no so de omo kan
me ba cho me ba o say o ton gold and now ye gold ho adwuma wo mem ha se ya per the new gold board law no ene udwumadie nyina no license wo ho nyina no say gold board for na de ba wada roma o hwe wo mo posture na mo no mo di nkomo no a bibi wo mu a ekire pefe se ene ye gold board ya ye de abeya ye se o pese o ton gold and now di gold hu dwuma beje license wo gold board for ho no wo hwe mo posture no mo kasa ye mu a wo mo de beya amanyosem ana because there are concerns among for reason wait party e beya amanyosem so ye MPP ni pa ni animu a na wo di gold hu dwuma wo ko pass wo kwaje license nya de wo de be ma wo hwe wo mo komodie mu a sa na tie
we dey am basas nyame anim on say Ghana ha in particular no ya na amanyosem no di anim ekan di anim kan se se ye bebe ya de se hwe on kratem enti ya hwehwem na bia wo ma twa picture ho say bia sei no na bia wo hwehwem na se won fama wa wo ntimi hu no say amanyosem na say nyamanyosem so eternally na amanyosem no nipa ne dey enti gold board no say make us see say nyano nkra nko a say amanyosem amamu say de wo kana amanyosem na very very key so gold board na amanyosem amamu a ene e betia gina ma nyina dey abufa so na amanyosem so ba mu a e be ha adwen efi say they say quite almost 3% them say on better free so because bibisa so say what now man 3% na say ko tibe say 10% be free gold will be ko tonne eswa esade basabasa ne I mean intimi ho asebe dey ebeba if it's a gold no on say international market in the world so obi ani ofa ofo na onim dia no pay ayeto enti ero no kosra na say gold no ebu okosro I don't understand from an answer yet to bafom. So to crying even though say Momco, your mining in a more form of money, say the price in the city. Then a cassa a bedroom baby no. Now buying no so I'm here na a cassa Sikash or buying first camai. Name scanner could be I could think of Kubiachi, Cassa and yes, open say no second term the medium meton beer. 8,000 if £1 yet 12,000 say no come on 8,000 so no so dream kitten and kobe be dia na fa koyama no dia fine necessary dream bam koyama no dia good board nya dia beti agina se dia kan
enkoma amu mu di yani mu aya o de ma no small scale miners mu o mu gidie se sa pepepe na won be ye no ana
Oh, on say did the own chaso a ohun ne awom. Ye de aka kwansidi a ewo mu. Ama so aka boa wo mo ho. Enti nyame anim so mo start adwuma ne wi a adwuma na ye behunu se de esiko. Na emom se de akeka gu ho ya se omo nkoye ne saa katase se mama so se akura so akura koko. Krachi timika se aban first kamai. Enti sebio mema see. Na what say kwani no so penisi kan tembinti no waje no anu waye enti wan hwe na se to the good business entity no so be hwe no uchoku ska ni pan so waye adwuma auto diesel auto we na obi ha kire se o media meto ne se ama ansa na good board ba makoto amomo en sa de mo no man ketenkete no omo yi free mu dia fine na so man nya free mu ana Ghana so asem dia ni se sa no man nyina no ebeba etia nyina eni behunu na akoy kalibulesem eba san so dia nya de se ya boy trimpo se nya de bepene ama sa de na ide akoso ena afensu so mo ba na se gold no so no doma ka kire no so mbete so hwi e de conform se de kokwekuafo so fa idea eno so nya de beti ase ena mka to se de ontwa so hu ni wum omunya de ba na sa no man nyina no man ni super pese de ne mo maka na se koba ekochia de a ene na te gold board mbesa giregu
Cocoa board for ye nyina e wo Ghana ase yenim de wo mo elfamu eto da kura do a cocoa ntumu kura na aye bibia e wo ho saa pepepe na gold board for yi tumi ye de ama cocoa board no saa tumi no ana ye de ama omo a wo mo pe ene wo mo a wo betima regulate ye gold business in this country wadaroma the cocoa board aye most small scale miners who say gold board ya abaye a wo mo twa mfoni fefefe hyerehyere yi ebeduru baabi no se ne aye cocoa board no saa pepepe na e ba gold board ya
eno ne ni super yesu an enso ye hwe se enkobasa eno de eba ameka se mabunu no anya bre because se ye nia de osika wa de osika koye wadwuma na etimi ko ton wa de because bo gold hye ne botom sisi ye ana se won ho woni be bia okoton no kra no awura ha koton because oni se asumesi no ne ye adwuma no ne bo no so eye ema no enti okwa na ne bo nya otindi na de ko na obaje se wa obeto ni nyina yina pe o mani yi se ka mo to no ma ye ne ye dia fine na mbom said the amber akuafo ne de yese ukoka se gold ye toni say I fire phone na ne hu se say ne to gold nei na se wonso be ka se wonso wate so say dia e be ha adwen e ma yebusa se yese gold no se bia no papa yi se bone da e bia 10,000 per pound ebedru be 12 o'clock no e bia akoye 11,000 per pound enti sa hours ne sa time na nyina e kosoro na e ba fom nyina no gold board be now so na so be ne dey omo che se digital be ebe na phone so ashitu na eja omahu say na bo ne den etie
okay
tina me che say yen hwe na omomra kwa ne hu de omba baba abaye aboye
all right kwaku my na se ne afa wonsi ase ye ku ye ni mu no bi chiri adwen so a ye be san so aba na so na ye no abeto ankomo ne so
so do as be brace one more sa kwanya
very well kwaku dua the Ashanti Regional Organizer the Small Scale Miners Association of Ghana and our tenin caro some 15 minutes gone past 7 at the gold board no home common yakwa kodi no wo how small scale miners no edikoto board nanimu se ne omde ba no wo how we ni na de bebre yen na board no nso amom arehemu se sisi ya no emra na de aba no we ni nso na ye de aso sa wo how no amode abre na ano enti no ye hwe animu se ye kwa animu no wo mo hya ase a se ne o maka no sa pepepe na ebekọ akwakoye abusia na ma no guso ewo illegal mining galamsey ko no ehon na mamen commend the Western Regional Forestry Commission boss na poku busompem abrantie no wo bon homodin ye papa wo bosom for short nyame nhira wadwumaden a wo ye no koso a na ne sa oba to emantem ha se ntem a anka sa illegal mining activities are aja tese e region mu nyina no anka ano abrase we say nearly 3,000 hectares of forest reserve land in Takoradi Forest District have been destroyed by galamseyers. Enti Takoradi Forest District no ensasia e wo kwaye mu hectares no bako 3,000 galamsey fo ya ties mu ase ni nyina atema ntem ha asem na meka no 3,000 hectares anu danche ya ene adano ada ebnada last Tuesday Walidi a Ghana Armed Forces team and a Forestry Commission team. Emma wamo eko Subiri Forest Reserve num. Na say illegal miners no manfra for ebi free Cote d'Ivoire, ebi free Burkina Faso, ebi free Mali, ebi free Guinea, ebi free Hwan abeka bomu aba beti kuro ankasa ewo ne ye kan say Subiri Forest Reserve num a galamsey a wamo je wo ho no ene enyan. Wamo nya ne ntia no mo expect say bia wamo kwa wamo goto nipa ba bia 2000 bi. But wamo kwa ya no a whole community a galamsey business and wamo ye ewo ho. Na ukokwe se no wama sai kwa ye no a ene enyan kurankasa ana wamo achechire a wamo tabu a wamo to galamsey. Na wamo se wamo boru akro no mu no expectations are na yese bia nipa be 2000 a wamo ewo kro no mu no say nipa more than 10,000 na de hu ni se manfra fo a edegumu ana wamo bonta abodan ana wamo edi esumu asi gwa wo ho wamo wie nsu ana ma tie si galamsey no mu ene ekwaye na hunamane etu journey live abusia this the videos are operation the Western Regional Forestry Commission Manager Nana Poku Busompem and a team from the Ghana Armed Forces ewo abrewan ninkran Western Region has say and clearly sasade way koso atoemantemu ase na chese empanimfo mpo ni bi nimu mpo se ya chichiri krompo ewo ho a na dwuma mu di wo ho ni a I'm telling you Ghana is sitting on a time bomb with regards to the fight against illegal mining. The Regional Forestry Commission Manager.
Today, we can say once upon a time there was a village called
Asoja fo tu abaya gu no saafo no mu emma ena abeka Ghana fo bi mu ho a wo mo atitiri kuro atoemantemu asem ye kan we video we asoja fo abaya we can say last Tuesday
What to me 101.3 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 What to me 101.3
some 2,000 miners. More than 10,000. That's why we could not even effect arrest because the sheer numbers and the volume of people we are going to arrest, they will not even fit in our vehicle. And we wonder which jail facility around the Western region can host them. So we just have to raid the community, bend down the equipment, and then make sure everybody is flushed out. It's not going to be a 9-day one, as I said. We are going to be here for nearly 2 weeks and make sure the last illegal miner is raided from this community. I've always been sounding a caution, and I'll use your medium to sound a caution. Notice is here by self. I want all the miners to get out of this community, get out of the forest reserves, get out of our rivers. If you do so, we will live in peace. But if you refuse and you want to mine illegally in the forest, it's just a matter of time. Enjoy your 50 minutes of fame. The long arms of the law will catch up with you, and that's exactly what we have seen today. Notice is here by itself. Get out of our forest, get out of our river bodies. If you want to mine, do so legally, and we'll have no issues with you.
They share a near Dania who dear. What the air cook a illegal mining ever were memuha, especially all my TDS forest reserves. Well, air saying what a tremantemuha. Nadia Kenya say, Yame a mount a year and what dear would be yes, a Jumano. This clearly tells you, say, the government of the day has no real power in fighting illegal mining. What ye nyina de rastos asare donko eka ye no mpo ehon ye nyina so say party for na atibia some protected forest reserves e wo memu ase a wo mutu galam say. And do you think sir the president doesn't know about this? Do you think sir the lands minister wonimu ana wonim ane ne hwina no ya awowin wonkwa awowin NDC MP ho Oscar for Ilabi ahemfo de na ba ya ahemfo okrom wo etwa na susima ne makrom wo na oti wo se sa danse we nya danse bia ehu hia enti no wonyusu sa danse no fa nyehwe na no dan chen a erastos asare don kodie ya wo de egu ni Facebook page ene ye bisa se lands minister no ene president John Mahama wo munya we ana wo munya we say party force ya buy na buy ye brenie enti forest reserve na ene wo bia ntimi nwuramu no ene wo so excavators party chairman so excavator constituency secretary na wo de awura sa kwai no ekotu galam say abra minister lands minister wo ho a one no se wo ko de tia illegal mining in Ghana aze. Who does that? Chese wo measures a wo se wo de be ko illegal mining nyina no eye archaic measures a emfaso bia free mumba river gas was one for ya o say o my Ghana sika kwa de ani. Yes, your incompetency level is showing too much, too early. What your position? Why not chabi? What will quite the year and a wine and at the end, yeah, the idea number where we are. Look at what you are doing. Look at what you are doing. And as we speak now, the minister never can, and say, what can in February? And then I can say, Yawa a year April, a beer babeka home, forest reserves are Galam safe what year Simuno is no more 44. Bebre it will be cancer no can say 9 out of the you can say 44 reserves have been totally taken over by the Galamseyers as a minister. President Amba Utumi say ye Juma a DNS in Kawiye report ben as in Kadima president now as a matter of urgency president in so etu one amount because too many nyina no kuraban no one out can say in opposition we say na too many nyina kura no ntino so person end the galamsey and na obetimi end the galamsey ene enti wo too many na ba beka unsa what are you doing anyway my fancy some 27 minutes gone past 7 and rather and Professor Aaron Michael Kwe committee presented the investigative report to the national leadership of the new patriotic party. Now, we presenting, party ni say, enya dia wo make the content of the research, public. Party, after receiving the investigative report, set up a 9-member committee to review its constitution. It's on your screens right now, a press release, the headquarters of the new patriotic party. NPP receives the report of the Mike Okwe 2024 Election Review Committee, constitutes Constitutional Amendment Committee ahead of National Annual Delegates Conference. The NPP wishes to bring to the attention of its members and the general public that the Prof. Okwe Election Review Committee has submitted its report to the party. The report was submitted to the party's National Council at a meeting held on Wednesday, April 16, 2025. The party will meticulously study the content of the report, including the committee's recommendations, which shall be duly implemented having regard to the best interests of the party. The submission of the review report has invariably necessitated the need for the party to amend some provisions of the party's constitution in order to give effect to some of the far-reaching proposed reforms contained in the review committee's report as part of the party's rebuilding effort. Mebacho Kosro Mami.
Wuntumi Radio 101.3. Wuntumi Radio 101.3.
Consequently, the National Council at the meeting constituted a 9-member Constitutional Amendment Committee to be chaired by the chairman of the party's Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee, Frank Davis Esquire. The Constitutional Amendment Committee is composed as follows. 1. Frank Davis Esquire, Honorable Patricia Apiejay, a member. In France Davis, Frank Davis, chairman. Honorable Patricia Apiejay, a member. Honorable Kojo Pon Kroma, a member. Dr. Antoinette Tibudako, a member. Mr. McCaffrey Wanya, a member. Honorable Ebenezer Nate, a member. Me pacho Kosroma me na ye nhwe de e wo ho. Okay. Also a member.
Wuntumi Radio 101.3.
Okay. Honorable Dinah Asunabadapa, a member. Afei Idrisu Muhaya Dean, a member and the secretary. Dr. Ekia Amuakwa, a member. Or say, the Bacho Biamu Kakramami. The terms of reference of the amendment committee shall include assisting the general secretary in undertaking the following. A. To identify provisions of the party constitution that require amendment in order to give effect to the recommendation of the Mike Okwe Election Review Committee. B. To work on the recommendation of the 2021 Constitutional Review Committee chaired by Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin. C. To receive proposals for constitutional amendment from party members and identifiable groups. To categorize the proposals under various articles and clauses for ease of reference. To make appropriate recommendations to guide the debate at the National Annual Delegate Conference. The party shall hold an extraordinary National Annual Delegate Conference in the month of July to consider the report of the Constitutional Amendment Committee, which shall be tabled before the conference in the form of amendments, motions for approval or otherwise. In a related development, the National Council, having taken a serious view of some distasteful comments against some prospective flag bearer aspirant by some party executives and leading members, has resolved to caution all party executives, leading prospective leading members and communicators at all levels to desist from making public endorsement of any prospective flag bearer aspirant, and to also desist from making denigrating comments against any prospective flag bearer aspirant. This directive remains in focus until the party opens nominations for the conduct of presidential primaries, and any party executive, leading member or communicator who flouts the directive shall be sanctioned in accordance with the party's constitution and
Wuntumi Radio.
Anyway, Mami Fancy, it was signed by the party's general secretary, Justin Kodia Frimpong. That is it. And rather, the Prof. Michael Quay committee, presented a document, edema the national party. A whole enkomo, and ya can come no pay. And so etimi edi amount. How you want to me radio 101.3 Western in the morning Jumadi esu enye. For WhatsApp and a text message abra 0248 071 174. Yenye branking ka hu sem ni nyina and so emfa mau enne anopay. Me pa chaw IMF ni wo man Ghana. Ya reach a staff level agreement. Na just after that, enkomo bi akoso finance minister ne nsem wo ka no ye benya adaje aba na ya ba be page asa enkomo no, but mayenko ahoma no so tew emra na ye ne Richard Amamu. Okay, ye ne Richard Amamu eni nkomo oye deputy secretary general edema Guta fo ese PURC tariff incrementa wamode eba 3rd May no sabia buru sabia kudonto PRC kura hu ye kura nka oba ma announce Deputy Secretary General Adopay, good morning.
Good morning.
Na me pa chao etisen
ye wo adaruma
ye da nyame ase pa de dikan Guta adwuma amo ye emprempren first quarter of 2025 aba wiye. Saying a Jumano echo currently.
Yeah, you the kind of man made chair chief for you. So we repeat the question,
right. Now me say Guta a Juma mo ye 2025 first quarter berry ye. So far a Jumano saying it here a saying a fee first quarter query ye.
That was so new government about and share or can't say or the baby aquemo and one quite say or because interest rate and society the only 36% mentally. But I say dollar no so that's so 15.5, 15.8, 50, 16 cities. Was arranged and I had a human degree $dollars because we bet you are free to $1, we bet you are duty, you convert $1 to CD. Empty, say no, and she cheddar and sign and cheddar and back.
I see. I don't know that PRC for Eddie and Krataba Bonti Omoche say, baby, I did do need ye, Yamea Dumwa, May 3, 2025. Wamo ebe wamo de eye enyinamukani abo ebi entumu eba ensuo nso ebo no ye tum Guta react to eye sa increases ya PRC for announce wadaroma e de na prompt more reactions with regards to eye the increases nyame adoma May 3 PRC for at the Airbano.
You and see again. Near can say already no. Maybe I said back when you can say the cost of doing business in Ghana no high. And sign and shut down bar and bar down. And it's a couple for so a idea a how better because ye traders no so idea ye tone ye cost obey input cost and sana why analysis no one say we na profit and he say profit na ye can see na apart from we and near man boy and tigento and it is another added cost be back can what just say however, a near my boy the more and nothing I can't share about say yes, Reno on for PURC and Casa because some of them better no see the BR say ya no bayena now this is how the Omuyeno San Omuyeno first. It is a gusu yen sa nature say we shouldn't expect any change. What I say we are man a boko. And to yes, any teacher says some also no more increment adjustment, no more adjustment, essence of move $1, essence of move a cabia about 200. San Yaman Udi excuse and pass me. And I say new prices now about it, and they engine to and the extra by say on for PRC and Casa. Now, so we find any alternative beer or more the pricing now. Now, if you are want to because they say, who call your market or market, sir? Market near class story being vain. Or they say, and to also like it, 24 hours because Uber saw the age, upon the who saw none soon, Uber saw no, and I yeah. And to lights are and it says light walk up to a idea a hard drink. But as the next yes, an input cost so if you have a count. And the council are traders the for a Christmas. I say the count. But it would be count so the danger and say and yes would be count one Tony Manu because already the Niamanu crown you see in the now what's also the big count. Nature say who turn back one? Who be this car? Who be the second one? And what the first one? Second. Who this album say now? Second idea. Nature so
I see.
But answer. Na ye man probi. Obi so am probi. It is a me here. Nature say enye me nkwa na me ku.
Yes.
Me my employer. And nature say unemployment rate na e wo so dada no. And so never saw contribute. And the country about unfair way, sir, near my kind. No, say, is there better way? PRC, but me, I employ, nature say, or the Cheswa, a bit more prices, no, I stabilize my young and I want to. But say, baby, every 6 months, every 3 months, every way, I see here, adjustment, me as I win. Oh dear. I already dollar now. I see the now one day call for. I should do that. Uko bank say uko go di sika loan na. Interest rate crown bobo ya. And this kind of bank now so yen to mingoji.
I see. But Richard, utie a year PRC justification omode ba. One say SF atapa say emprempren de ye tutu anyina monkania any ensuo buom se ne be yu the producer no nso betimi enya kakra na wode aso adwuma a woye na sene na wa serve Ghana for ne better. And you know there is no way say won betimi ne aban asim konwa ma aban ama o matwe entumu na won de ba na assign.
Omuna mo fie but ye no mu nya adwen ye de mu ya adwen anyi esan say na say ye nyina ya te corruption I also ankaka ECG. Or they are saying, na continue to report. Maza me catch us oko kraniama. Ukraniama na unyama port. Now you would ba kukra ira woman. Ubesa ko some manifest because udi ne wutin na mano. Boshia. Okay. And so we a free man. Na sifano na just a team number ni name enhia and the system no approve say or release you container man p
okay
this all system manifest and sana ubeba no wako correction and sana u system and the then na obi be can tell me say ya tumi ayu container report enye cartel and when they are able to stop these corrupt attitudes now they can use this money make say omo fa bibia embegu Ghana so and the catch them say they should cut corruption they are dia we can find policies put fine policies in place but the corruption and to me and be corruption they be me no me ye bebre
I see and you know say me friend bana PRC any buy implement a new tariff increment no a dey na guta mo be ye dia fa ho
no say ni Ghanaians ye ni abi tete no hwe nim ye say president wo nwe efe na etu aba say ye nye sa ade ni bi mu hwe fitremu na watu aba
right
and be ka kire so be bibi ama na kire o ye bibi fufu a edu na so wa fa ho adwen
I see.
And one, okay. Gonna do those days. I also sorry. I need now. Ya demonstration. Almost did was a exercise. Na politicians say they say me more arguing. We go for a system no to about. O catch them BBC. See, we are. Me expect say ni okay. And we be juma. And over power now can be now can stories today. And yes, say no be a other thing. What I say, and the some see MPP, some see NDC, some see CPP, and see GS. It says I don't Ghanaians are now deciding.
Okay.
So it depends on their deliverables. No, they say we and see gonna do this. If you're president, you see President Rollins welfare or in his body collar. Now you see on one break right. You see on one. I don't know.
Okay. Richard ma ye na se na ye mfa wo ensi ase ye ku ye ni mo no bibrichi ya adwen so be ba na so bi mo why very well you know Deputy General Secretary Guta Richard Amamo ena ye ne no edin komo no and o kan asem bi sisi a o say gone were the days and ye Ghana for yes candidate with den who of o tintin gram pa o ye kokko aso kire baba nti ono an ye to aba ama do say he and na ya kasa isaade ni hobiem enti no otu opposition na wo hye bobi se ye to aba ma na oba abeye na ye di tumi ni ma na wo ba na wo ye otherwise wo ma fa ho adwen 4 years no e wade enso encheba 4 years na e de beba eduru wa na wo mo ayiwesi fom eno an no wo mo nkonkon demonstration e ma politicians ni ma mekan chom zo wo ma didi amia ya kese na wo mo exercise de abene fat and cholesterol enti no wama fam ho adwo mutimu third man duru na President Mahama ni PRC entimi anya hwiamfa enyina monkane aboam so mutum ni ho ene nsuo bo do a wamba fam ho adwen na duru ho a kokromotie 2028 e wo ha ya wamo ebe kire NDC aban ne se masa ne wo kan no position no anya no na unya atumi no oba ebe ye ntino kokotena fie na yenso yasum enyo ye etino eno no na manugu aye IMF ne government of Ghana adano ada ye rechi staff level agreement na enkomo akoso minority no ye tie nsem wo mo kade afa eye Ghana government na IMF aye timiarity staff level agreement na ehom na enrada enkomo bi ekoso ena asanso atwen adwan besi bibi so se aha yenko ye tini yenko bisa nsem biem Finance Minister Dr. Kezela Toba Forcing essay Yeradi Yesu o say enyina monkane abo ni nsuo bu a abenya wote suoi bosome miensa bia no wo betumu no enya aban na ye bibi o na emom no eye IMF emrane enhyehyeye bata sika yakose ye kwakwaje ne ho edino we should expect say bosome miensa bia no ye to enyina monkane abo mu ye to nsuo bu mu okrom ha ene na eye IMF conditionalities no ena enei akyekye aban no kɔn mu twintwan nti a yɛto ɛyɛ enyinam nkane aboɔ ne ensuo buo mu wɔ mɛmu ha sei no wɔkan yɛ na ɛho mu ayɛ ba yɛ si Jack jai yɛba kyɛw jai saa asɛm na woka no anɔpɛ mi bi sɛ the finance minister nsɛmfua mmiɛnsa deɛ di kan finance minister Dr. Kezel Atuba forcing and you know say you are misleading the Ghanaian people what I remember Yanka Jai stop misleading the Ghanaian people because when nim ni etuamu potintia ye to nsuo buomu aban na wote so no e to nsuo ni enyinam nkanya buomu you know so why are you misleading the public me atoso bienu me ba chaw Dr. Kezel Atuba forcing there is no IMF conditionality sir express clearly say any SSA what to enyinam nkane abuom ni nsuo buomu e wo memu ha sei there is no conditionality by the IMF asha wa ba na yere kiti se chinchina twan to nsuo buom na enyinam nkane abuom wo memu a ejino where from this one say tariff hikes you know as a result of IMF edi ho akobom mo conditionality say mra e bata ho who does that arenko amane so mra na yene Dr. Anoma Samson a senior lecturer ewo Kumasi Technical University was also an economist yankwe na yene nkodi enkomodoc anope machi
yanyado minia
na honamu te sei
amiandom me ho ye pa
ya danyame ase papa Kumasi nso te sei
Kumasi boko adechi enti boni bia
na mayor no oda so gina ne mudie mu se wo be brim adwadifo ma wo mugu pavement ne so ada
oh mrento asem no ye ngrofo bra bonachi no ogutina esa no Kumasi o pa banka me ma me se me ameko no office akọ drone bia mo o me akọ
I see
some bia no o keka sa na ye o man ko me dia ba na be bu ngrofo obra say I don't understand. Again, say no na we KMA na ana. So the president must appoint people who understand the law and the running of the government. You know, who I was say who say KMA na who be diso penyini. Nti wo no mo na ye adwuma KMA ni hyemra ma wo say wo kobo wo de a ene na utimibo. I don't think say KMA go bet ma hyemra say CEO and I say the MMCC. Now what jaba na ya mashem na ya bylaw say for ban 10 men na fa ko bunko for the dictatorship and opeso ye and this had no me the man say he misunderstood the law and or the nnemas I that say ono na aba and obetima be ye Kumasi but enye possible be bra be bin sa o man ti ma nye ye me na maba na me be ye Kumasi there's no one I will bet myself me na maba na me ye Ghana ye na me won't mean yes there's no way this only Ghana for nyina boom na no more aspirations or more the movie hwe na the tete now ye de kakra enya one time na timi be be awi o hwe na no omnipa problem at the time na baby a wote no hwe na se obetima move to another place no move no na baby a emin yetimi ni na de kra be sisi baby a omo jejina no na prevent omo from standing there no push omo to another place
that's right
the man na go bo omo there fine omo ye ne behwe
okay doc adopai ene yenka bi nhemu ye ada no ada IMF ne government of Ghana RHA staff level agreement ye fro ne edi ho enkomo na enkomo na chi no Dr. Kezel Atuba force in finance minister ede abetum se hwe enyina monkane ani nsuo bu a ye tutumu quarterly bia no anyame adoma May 3 ye tumu ede akọ 14.75% for electricity na nsuo agina 4.02% no enya ben ye otisue na aye o na momu no eye IMF conditionalities nti ene nei eyiro mo yere kete se esese bosumi miensa bia no enyina monkane ani nsuo buo ye tum ewo memu ha se doc as an economist IMF document bia ye ne aban ewo no wanya adaje akinkamu is there a clause in the current IMF agreement a ekyere sɛ bosome ne yɛsɛ biara no aban a wote soɔ no to enyinam nkane aboɔ mu ne nsuo boɔ mu ana sɛ the finance minister ɛka no
yo me da se enokre mu no ene Ghana for call ene IMF for agreement is say be brain by tax reforms a year the call parliament ema parliament approve said the tax reforms nyina beye tax reforms are buy ya the revenue ne a hold on a call parliament nyina we so somebody be share to kromo there maybe there me win sad no na say atofo sin enim say na unpublished sad no yenhwe say oh we must see to and at this percentage that is what we are want say but utilities there yetum according to inflation near there yeto da yeto IMF from my enra na yeto mebo eno no ntre say yentum obra it is unreasonably anything no say IMF one year agreement na so say bosumi mensa bia IMF was say yento ayimo ahon fa metre no ntre percentage IMF one say you want Ghana for ento electricity bill mo open the bar open the bar then be gina di no na no sa abeka sa na osisi no ne na da no person o dey kan kire yen because IMF no ye koye no ewura mu be 2 years ansana aban etwa mu no efiri ho na last year omutumu kura na 6.47% 6.47%. The IMF conditionality buying na accounts omutumu a omutumu sa it's just about 6 point the whole year accumulated increase no ekwe 6.47 and now by and first 4 months first 3 months book
yeah
over tumu a what to 14%. What I say at the IMF no o man kire percentage e mfa tumu ana oba tumu sa na MPP for no kura atwa mu no atwa mu no omo to electricity buo mu no omo hu say and inflation was so enti was adwumayefo so akatua yadwe ho and enti omo so to adwumayefo akatua almost 27%. Mo wo de we say over to adwumayefo akatua mu 10% say no na America no na wa ba to electricity nko in fact from America electricity nko 14%.
Yes.
And she said, nipa na oye adwuma no wasi na katua na onya no agu na enye saa katua ayi kakau ensusanso bebre wo so eniema bo a ebe cost because of 14% na we atoso no omo factories omo industries omo su the increase cost of production ebre omo na omo say anti omo de omo no ma no bo omo pagya mo ne ma no bo mu na enti ebe ma wo so katua kakra na saa ka no kra no apart from electricity that would bi no na ebo no ya nemo na peja no sa feed into kakra na aka no and enti ni say si dan na say me dem si dan pa kakra akotramu na me ko pension and wo se ko babosia afri banka and omo buy no Bank of Ghana and ya basic say wo ko babosia a Bank of Ghana for bo obi bosia they say banks no ko Bank of Ghana bosia na omo so ade bo amount for bosia omo no ko Bank of Ghana bos every bank of bosia every Bank of Ghana they mo 28%. Na bank of no so ba no mo so di ebi atoso editi omo ko da tutu a anya de omo de budget 28% o omo de budget more than 28%. The interest rate number 30% plus. Na wakatua ye tu mu ye 10% ya tu electricity bill mu 14% ukwaji bosia 31% inflation 23% and okura mji se besa akosoro na when they would be one now to me say nipa na ya na dwen say obema abehia wo obema ohu akire wu to the point say untimi nya sika da ho na ko bobo sia so a untimi ntua beba bagi oja pade aton because wakatua no enso every boss matum ne no me ka kire so mo sa tum because mo di ka my promise say omo twan tragu am say yentum bosu miensa enti bosu miensa we na aduri bosu miensa wo for obesa atum and what to 14% amagi say next one no all things being equal so 1 to 14% ebia obetum kakra ka ho even so te kwa enye less than 10%.
Okay.
They say let's say obetum akọ otum no otum how much na wo to akatuamu enti minia I am a person ayina odi akwhye no etrimode a wo bo Ghana fo ebe kasa tia no anase kasa tia no ntino opese odi blame no kotu baby and ntina all can asem.
I see. Wadaruma. I see. Wadaruma gutafo nso ede won se PRC ni aban pen ho asem a won twe saa enyinam nkane abo no oba betum ne nsensan enye saa ene wodo na wo mka no wantia abatro duru so a wo meto atia ban no afei ne ede ahohiahia kura beba ne se wo se saa 14% increment in electricity tariffs and afei 4% in water no wo be pass saa de ne nyina ne saa ka ne nyina onto the consumer.
That's right.
Enti ukoto ade a ebo ne be pagya wa mu no aban ba ye o se wato akatuam 10%. Enyina mkane abo pagya mu kosoro 14%. Interest rate dog okay enyina 28% o se sen.
Yes.
Inflation in 22 or 24 se sen. Enti aban no abo asanso abra usun.
No.
Ne ebe kono no.
Eno anu abuya already wabuya abrasun that because inflation in already and I'm 22%.
Yes.
And also I didn't say 10%. What the car boy abrasun think me feel I read one tra way. We wakati anu kra eno enso eye cost of living you know enso no mese ade eto mbubro foforo asa be wuram eno so take a huge amount. And this had way you know wabuya bresu asa de aba boy achi e bra ye jansu no
asemu
anything no e mo e de petrol bo no plan e was slow nya se bia e was slow papa
e was slow
so no ama na e ma bo was slow dada e was time to say the when the good of one some mo kai ehu o say o mo betutu ne mam sa no mpa so mo kire yo
yes
o mo betutu mo ne mam you got 14% plus 4% no we come 18% 18% ne betuto enema gutafo ton so dia we say inflation no instead of 22% na e ka no we dey ban say e be ko be 30 be 4% be ko so manka man fa ni nyina fra mbom eze me fa other matters bi na ma average no na me ko ba sai na dey too sad as ka be ko bebre anything no me catch that we say so mo ahwe na o ma anwene Ghana fo ho de a ene ye said nkrofo ka no enu amete say minority fo no ka say hey koto abane opa ye koto abane say o mo simu ye mighty minority no majority asebe no we ye hwan imagine you better than minority because say nkrofo hu say say ye kan say say ndisi fo mu tiri mo den na mo de na dafa mo tena chi ho be buvie nwotwe no magi na ya yerafi ene yerafi say munye ene say afi na masa be say mo say munti sign ati na o mo ko to ba o mo to tie o mo say mo ka no o pa mo do mo ntranwe na minu say de e ko no so de nya de a o mo beti masesam o no beti masesam o beti so kura mo ntimi ntiso kasi bia eno an say ye be ko yanim sa because the only plans because I didn't see it in their budget. Budget there was nothing like a here for more Ghana the aban dream huni the Ediama money Binho Binim MPP for the Ayenwa na almost better so no cry no and cry could register BC ne omutua omade MPP for wo make catch yourself for 8 years I know yam omo free BC I am man kind of but for 7 years free BC examination free and the man most crunch Ghana for SHS no cancel those other places free.
That's right.
What I say and then buy and she say Ghana for was say now money be who say Ghana say ye to aba momian to de beboye obi ti bone wa aba bi mu a eno say aba ni nyina nye look at it and media the afutuo ne de betu Ghana for afutuo ne betu Ghana for na kiki na tribal sentiment and ye na this ni masa we end this ni prove to us and this for mu hwempa na de amoye no so abo Ghana for mo to wo mo eno de wonka ba misu de ni je beka bi.
That's right.
Now ba ho tsanko na de ba nipa so and look at how fraud ankasa I increase obi to one mo be hwe na ye use why you so bra and they won't even ask you to put in any code and so moji na ye use why you so and the scheme ba ho be brebe na for us there's no control etimi de me won Ghana for say aban we ya aban a omo lasiti no ye high enti eba omo ba eto de bia na for ponzi schemes no increase enti obi pa no so my be investment mo fa sika mewuram na mo nye say ya aban we ya aban a omo ntan hwe ho anasa omo na makwan ma sa ne ba won hwe ya investment be se hwe usika ye
Okay.
How you invest nipa mbe ba se ya be bank ye say fa sika mewuram no hwe ye from now mo hwe ye me da me ka che Ghana ni be o tie from now mfie na ye de anim no akrono sembe do so Ghana ha a scheme my na me catch him.
Okay. Dr. Samson Anoma Anopei won to me 101.3 Western Diamond Television. Edase papa. Nyamishra. All right. And you know Dr. Samson Anoma a senior lecturer. Ewo Kumasi Technical University or Sanso an economist. You see, he was very frank. That is it. And one answer, very, very frank. Because finance minister would prefer say there is no clause in document yene IMF for koya extra say. Tintina time. Abosumi mi ensebia no to enyina monkane ani suo buomu e okromu ase. Wan de ka asem ni kire wo. Wonim no kura no so no peso be ka no kure no. Ade Young Quatian is that tariff hike, you know, a part of IMF conditionalities. Ato. And I pay Ghana for Munye.
Yes, Ronco. Adi ama o mampanyini John Dramani Mahama. Say na daruma de wayama ketafo no de wayama katamantofo no adura asanteman so wadaruma wunum say yetua tax pa eti ade a yehwehwe ne sa ubabra omo besia na omo dia se o madwuma mu now mampanyi John Dramani Mahama masama sra ubio abrantia bi afrade Kevin Taylor ose wo kasa de man na nu dai abrantia bo asanteman edwamu si yei amanfo di awrahoi ben mai soria odi atiami atam ben mai Kevin Taylor soria ewo udimu odi jadifu atam odi asanteman atam yewra Mahama odi kramofu atam yewra Mahama masrawo sese campaign atam una uya Ghana mampanyini enti yempesa basabasa bia besie yempesa basabasa besie abatu na twam agese 2028 ni abatu baba eti
ofabra fam
ade no waye no what the oil any river
na waye na ntwa yie nso onawo koma yamfa ka hunsu amma
bava bi amma
yamfa bi amma ha ye refi
so my boys no monto bi wase ho mre
sa
mebu afu 3 months ni wo de hwe cedi dollar and cedi ni gina say 16 ni coins na na do e ko na 14 eno mo gina so kasa ye saa na emwanwa se gutafo ne ye kan say importers exporters aboso kai for obi akana no atum
wafa eyeniwuo eyeniwuo sanse niamo kan se ono beba baye no ono mom baye nioma na ejinsemu what you say nioma na ejinsemu organized labor for na yes some year strike because of galamsey enya wonwa ade nti na won kasai
enwanwa
galamsey ni escalate no o maka bibia
ko mon kan hweye
won muti se bi no ka so ya ban na abaso nti ye kwakotu no won maka bibi
ko mon kan hweye
emebu no sesa won nioma ko obo ase se won ene eyi egiefo ekwa akopim so no won maka sa
won mon kan hweye
nti won ye nyaatwomfo
nko nyaatwomfo nko
woni na ewuo
o mani ewu na me so betu amuka I am telling you
and this amembo nti odakra ndanso unza metie kwa semenukum
wanikum na
odakra ade chintam no do
ade no
dai so kwa
wache maba eni enyanyo enyina monkane abo ebe pi so 14.75% nsuo 4.02%. Abaye dwumayefo mpo no a yese wo krom ho to mo chen private way no 10% salary increment na watu enyina monkane abo mu nko 14%.
So what you say
ade no
14%.
What is this?
Ni watu mu 25 ni yese wanya hwe
yese wanya hwe oyenipa boni ni
oyenipa bonfo watu mu 25% tsantua wabofra school fees emano
dabi
kokwa for ya tu mu kokon 475 Ghana cedis ediko do 3100 esantua mo mofra school fees mamo mo se aban for frasha mo boso obo be yese nti no mo yi we firi so ye nyina yetim bronya mako nan
chese ahotire ni enyanyo ahotire ni enyan papa ahotire no eni enyan ye nyina yetim na aban mu penifo no so wo mu ntu omhofo no mu nyai woni hwe ka kwa no tum asa
nkasa hye yebufu
emehye obi yebufu o mamu ase woni hwe ka kwa no tum ne yanko animu in any case da ben na to force no hunu say enyina monkane abo ni nsuo bo ntum no eye IMF conditionality da ben no hunu ye say sa na ti da ben no hunu ye table na omo opposition a entumu enyina monkane abo say 10% o se wan e baye yanti dia mka okromu a now onim say eye IMF conditionality
fasi minchia
no for the
Richard Ofori Ajiman Buedi
okay
came mayor Zuba
onu na wanya me wofa
okay ne
na me ka so body fufuru
onu fasi minchia
menye ne so
na adwen o fine no asesa na adwen
say
do ngwa mba na mum no obe prosecute
wamurom
and na say
wamurom
he was talking out of coverage area
network
na teko
afi na ya reset na adwen
network na babas ni bia
wamurom
o dai bi emra na nchi
wa go ma no no onim se mra no etia sa ensem hunu no obeka ye no
so oba assembly no nyan ko ready bylaws no nim de na bylaws nim
enya so one kind bylaws na obeka sa na ya frosen won ya frosen
me ba who does that come here to send ye wakotoka na unko DVL enko je license na ye can drive na sewa no anu dem den wo sa ni pa no ye die nipa
former MC Oboase o ntino ko se oye obi o
woni wo ya we
enya wonsua de
waka se wono waba no wono de ne mre be sesa Kumasi ho no na de mre be sesa emra fu area de sesa we ese hunu mra we se enemre mu democracy ye de yegman ukotwe mfiawo e de esi obi so e de entia wa be gina kwa ho ton ade Zuba o se ziba so hwan wa se wa no ka wan ka bete
enna wo fa ye ka no so mamefo no so yentu onfo sene wo mo ye no bebi o mo tena no mo ton ade no yemfo aso yemra no nkyere saa eye na mpampi no mpanifo ne ka eye na mo amu ntina ye ka ne saa o eho ya wuti na ka betwu fa so a ewonom ya anya ne say yentena won ton ade why don't you go to the market wo be kon wo fa na adwa no ekwan de demu o
basa wa saafo no case no won marketer na wo mu no aban esi foforo etino baby bia ni hwa wokoto ade KM no nso no emma no baby a wo mu a ebia yatum afiri ha ye nsiesie no mu nkotena nton ade nzisia no wonya de wantina fie no wankyere kom
enti Zuba no ne mra no de ban wanted to so woni online mra no so assembly ne mra no na won fan deal with them since memekwa akobo mu yamba hwe anka wa metwa no ansan
cause akwa wonim de oka
yamba hwe anka wa metwa no ansan ohun na
wonim de oka munya oye munya o chema ba wo fa no menye mo fa enkata na ba o e de yantisi bata ansa na no musa dan kwa kan ho biem na sa kwa mehwehwe no
sa kwa lotto forecaster
no mehwehwe no wonim de o de aba ohunu
so as a CJ ne remover no Ghana 52% see yin in floor on the bibia na so to the direction of the NDC
what for won say lotto no ohun eya na eye predictions ohun enti wutumi twa lotto sa won win da nso da krope na to aha was 2024 ne west ne nyoma bi okeka bom no ene etomu ma no enti na say amani tira
I'm motivating
no nam no dis and wonam no wo ko share office wono mo a am say protocol office no mo de ama no wo hye ho e wa dabraka ho no enti wo free wa na wo so we na trende enti ma me kuki bibi fam be bom no de aba betum
say 52% of Ghanaians support removal of Chief Justice. Global Info Analytics report. Ghanaians what may interview me.
What for say me woman me chempo da adenti na yen ka Ghana
me fro mu ni papa ko mi san sa na mo da mu ye bia mu hu ye mu bi aso ono ko Takoradi na person oye like polls on Ronaldo ne statue na e see ye no na so the so cry dem dey den Ronaldo statue mu me polls
musa dan kwa your polls aya me wo me interview me yo
wo for Takoradi kra wo bi sa obi o ho betumi aka say musa dan kwa global info for aba mi chenda
chese anyway o de yan kwa nkrata no yan kwa nim
yo me shase wo hu yo mama fa the national voice no fan shase enen ye kroma hansam na do so bebre ye kan ye jebi wo so the national voice ko akrata ni mu a VR4 ene ka cha Ghana for so bian ka na koma to ne yam na ene ombema ye sustainable power production yam ka ne begina so awo bi enye bi edi no dwuma krata fa to so mi nsa wo the national voice ena asemi ewo se enrada MPP mpanifo kokohia ye na na poka hu bi ena sanchirofo ko bisanse yera ene nam from mu o se wo 2028 kra no ba wunya oba betu boss Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na wo so aba be fan krata na wakakogina se ye nto so aba se mampani na nokra be na ewom osehye ono wo gina Dr. Mahmoud Baumia chi se pampe ena wo mo konokra wo so mfoni ni bia wodi na chi eni wodi na chi sa ena wo mo ko kakra wo so ono obeta na chi na wo mo apre ema kunim de atumi aba mo 2028 enti obi enya se wo kase ono na po so oba be flag bearer na no kra bi enim ene the national voice enim na wenso eda na APL for enie ena mo ka kire President John Dramani Mahama ene Professor George Donfe nfoni da ha was President John Dramani Mahama ne na ban wo mu nyan se wo mu edit tariff hikes no edi ebo IMF fo mu nyan som no so bo ne bo mu na ye wo mu hihie bia wo mu ayem nyan som da Ghana fo eno so e wo the national voice enim anope
na the new crusading guide wo krata no General Alexander Kwame na fanyoma ken ni foni da ha ana John da konso enfoni eda ha no me sey na mo se sen wo mo se wono mo ka kire aban we ene emuma se o my imagine say Chief Justice ye mame Justice Gertrude Araba Esaba Sakitoko no opese oyi ni firi ho no e okwan bia so no wonjai na emfa so bia emfa mba oman so eno nti ensore ahodo mpanimfo ene wo mo so o traditional leaders no o mo stress o mo so nkasa mu na Chief Justice si e sheda adinsanda obi di ato se obi aba wonyini femfiri wode a na ohaka se pa ana e de bre wo men na NDC youth bi nso ana se won ma lock up Western Region NSS office no na ni na ne se wo mo se coordinator na won na ba no mo mpe no wo mo pomo mo die mu Western Region ni ba ana on pese wo kokoye National Service Authority no penia obeda no ato emantim ha very fun so very romantic area we voter review authority no fi se ba ko na wo mo so bo amane se ba no se yinam kane ye beja na so pampen se 7 producer ufo mpa no a ombebo modern pa no de amaye nti obi anka na koma mfanto ne yam na se ato nyinam kane abo mu so yentua sanse ni na no se na betumi aboa na yetumi yen kane papa adamu anope the new crusading garden sam no de edi ahim ewe ni mu no nie
me to also edi a free the metro lens say relevance is our pride na wo so ko wakrata nanim ene anope ya Patrick Stewart Hogbe ono deputy president ewo UK Supreme Court any UK for court batan enno na won watena sem bi so ebua LGBT say sem ye kin obi tumi sore no no de oso mi de me call hospital ama be ma ne tedua na ebo nanim no ye twa de firi ho na ya pa oba de e de ahyawo de ma no oba bi nso tumi call so no de obo ye be ma tomboys na wadane no ho be ma na eno obi onu wasenya kukuduro ono no ye be ma na wakwa transgender no ho no wade akokọ to so omuni na sema no empenifo tena se ehwehwe nsem no akọwie no mo se ye gituma enya yie ansa ne ye beka sa we yoba no na kire se ye wo to asase su se kim na we yoba na wo kọ na wo sesa ho ko pepe no fo bi wo bo a ye fa wo ba enya yie entomo de omu nyi ntum sa wo so wo kọ na ko pe wo tedua bi di bo wonim na be fa wo ho be ma wa bra yan wo be ma wo mu nyi ntum enti biology pe ene define any gender identity UK Supreme Court ena ebua ne sa krata fa to so du mienu e wo metro lens ene di we so e di ebaye na wo so ni mase ye eno MPP fo omo koyo mu meeting wie no mo friends and trofo nhyimu eno mo ka kire any judges fo Ghana bar fo se mo nhye na wo mo enyina enku entia ene aban ne wo ya asane CJ obeyini die firi hono no wo mo nku enfa entia eno so krata fa to so nkron e wo metro lens Dr. Rashid Pepo any labor minister no wabombadia any aban no yesi work abroad program no wedi kan the first batch wo mo ekọ South Korea so mo konkonye adwuma na wo mo sanhye nimdie foforo firi ho emebo my Ghana metro lens
krata fa to so emienu anopai e wo the daily searchlight mu ana migina yin na so afọ hwe nsase so ene obade no mapa wo nsase mu ene nsase so no Lands and Natural Resources Minister atwema ntemu bade shikronkron yero Emmanuel Amakofi bua ne phone da ha na o kire wo se de ntia won mo agi go face da man concession list no wo mo anto aso na o ma agi e dia ba ba mu no fa so bebrebe na economic reset a wo ma reset na we na ba na agi so no abehwe na mo mo ye dwumefo no ye dwo wo mu no obi enu a reset mi be ka no won be koso ayo maduma yase wo suma brewa bebe obehwe de wo hwe ho na me de me say de omba sa fo ni na be mu afiri ho anopai the daily searchlight e de carte hu sem kakra de aba na 1 million coders program ne say no ipa ho ntuma wo ti no 90,000 Ghana fo bi no na onuma nya kwanya e de omho ahye mu ene nse bebre no anopai the Ashanti Regional Communication Director yanua barma they didn't cry this Accra sepre man no so tia na ndiem regional Poyando aha
na wo mo bo aba na omo hu sade na ankwaye no o so wo hyene dem na ade MPNDC fo no kra na ya na no honam ye ni bibi what is a pro no say erade
na o sike memeyo ne nsem hu no asabe o kaye no o kwanda mu ntino ya hwe na asotwe bi ya safata bi ano ya fama owura zuba anopai ano the daily searchlight.
The Ghanaian Times go wakrata no enie or see the most authoritative newspaper. Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni phone da say no ada no bomodia enie codes program no 1 million codes woma bomodia wom alanchi yesi ye create digital jobs for the youth ento akache mebu no so wom fa sa akonya no so no obian so entumi enya adwuma na emoa no eno eda krata feto so edumiensa e the Ghanaian Times go wakrata no na Ghana Statistical Service for ene wom abayo wom se March wo producer price inflation na eso etumi ate about 24.4% e wo March krata feto so du ba ko nkyeremu nyina ye de ababeto ene Ghanaian Times go wakratenem eno the new patriotic party amanyuo kono 2024 enkuko wom edi ye no committee na present report e di ama leadership na wom so asan afom committee sa wom constitution no wom enye emu ensacheye eno so e de ni mase na no peyi na aban na ye kyeremu se ene da amai sabre wo operations no aban e na wagye a woba abehye na waye na Easter ya ye die yi ene ya sha ase anasa convention asori ahodo obia de ne de e de ahyehye so mpanimfo miensa emfoni ene de ni masemi hu eye Apostle Eric Nyamiche titinani e de ma the Church of Pentecost asafo no wose ene Easter yi obia esua somdue enka bomu na no ne de betumi aboa amansachire etumi aba oman mu na no akire so Pentecost for de yose obia fa na hunya enfa emwa nyame edwuma Ghanaian Times enim ena we eda no pay
anapede me di wie krakra na the Chronicle na the Chronicle ade ni abobo so no dodo na de aba yero amakofibu anasema oka ye fa no gold face money list a wono so mu renew bi mu no eno ho sam so e wa ha na krakra no eye nura hyemu a NPP amanya okuo no mpeni focus hia ye na yewra ase adutwum kanen so afo no hwe wo mesua so bosomtwum ra hye bedwamini ni foni da ha na wase reforms bi ehia wa NPP amanya okuo no mu ne se wono no susu se electoral college no yebetumi ebie mu wo mo yema ho kwan so betumi ato abade yi mpenifo bi no yembie mu na entumi do afoforo so a ebetumi aboa MPP amanya okuo no so emma bi no so etumi ato aba na wo so etumi make decision ewo amanya okuo no emunti ono no su se etumi ya ne sa no a ebetumi aboa papa nti ano the Chronicle ni
your friend say and the Chronicle ano de wakan ya no wakwakotu di abo o se eye reduchum nasam no Bible crack ho asem bia o se Bible aka ho asam
Proverbs 19:20 asi tie futuo na di ahyede no so na enu echi no banyansafo anaye na
enu echi no banyansafo enti MPP fo enti ye reduchum nasam na woka no na wo mu emie wo mu electoral college ni me betumi aboa
na MPP banyansafo
what say
faka won say
na ebe bo mama ya nyansafo wo ya nyansafo na o me se nyanimje ni bi aka ho
say no na shekarism yes me mboso na yame ya dum me nya akoya tiro sika city mu a 4 o'clock na ma to de amane NDC for sell omuntie futuo na tira mo yansafo CJ no mo ma dwe se keneke one person we ni frade yeso
omuntie futuo mu na wo ma yansafo
mo yansafo tinka me pesa no be adro apron wa koka
okay what fani we ni amede story so no daily guide ko wakrata no ene Osikani's favorite newspaper ene yera Michael Kwenu foni eda hase ne akirem so ene wabomodian a present ene report edi Amman National Executive Council no kratafeto so miensa ewo daily guide dim ene we ewo ene anopai sanso ena KM boss yes why hot papa ne kasa wakasa ye ma menom ne ye papa no wato ade wo pavement so obekwa kwahwe wo mo kirima no yes why hot ene yetetibo ne se ya na CJ ne remover no enra case so mo san kwatena so yesi yasan etu ahyeda eno so eda daily guide enim na no peyi otumfo eni asante hene otumfo ose tuto bebi otoso minu yesi eni wa hyase o woni mpanifo di nkomo se ne ebeya asomdwe ebetumi ababoko eda ha eni governance experts eba na memu mu ayere wa be ne ye pam ono na wo tufu se yen abanya se wodi sika edi emazum lionfo na wo mu ani wo mu juma daily guide ni mu nie
Mayana wase nyame nhyiabo why nyame nhyiabo pa enra makoma so bisade na amode tu dwa do so no ya so mti no bibia be fine why edam wase some 25 minutes gone past 8
oh na na
ya be ya hruba ade abedi dia santema atam ade abedi di yewura tam dia yewura mahama ebade sa yampre yampesa ubaba hasai na uba yewura ha no na santema ya bochi say ya maon ko ho anuti ana o mampanyini ya sra wo sai wo mu didi adwadifo atam no sabe anya wo mu na bese ha entitiya ya titiya ne sai ayedum so eti free one more eti kavitela so wanyo wa bro tire na wo ho na se atua wo ka tira ho na sa wo ma me free ha sai na sa wo papa free ha na sa wo ya brantia wo ton niam wa ha na sa wo fana wa ha ka be hunu wo mo bo onyankopon ka mo ho onyankopon tina ni mu kira mo onyankopon ma mu didi akwaso onyankopon ma wo be ya patu prane kan wi biara no
why obey MP ensuro kra obey MP ensuro akiri why nkom bebem bibi aboko de
Osika nyamenado bibi aboko
ya da jawi asefa
ene da na mary ohowe enra na adu nti mandentem ja asnafo abo ehume na we ma but mama congratulate you really done well. Football there the man not efosra na bisan
fo
ibin mo ha wo sana watcher na hen yisana yencha really that
oh my god
number 2 position number 3 position why problem am
yeah
but definitely we will fix it
very well
Sapomboko there apart from that in the Bibia Boko only that government abanfo and wabatoyando and we use a chaotic move sisia no was one starving economically was san we bu goyen economy
on be premier
what's here man so what na do pavement with various district assemblies no
on be create
what the king no we goyen what the vigilante groups we goyen and this maybe Mahama President Mahama na mambu no we could dream but you there inshallah them MPP to MBBA no e be hye bibia na amagana fu enye ni dado with the new patriotic party na 2028 watu aba ahochira all boman na no yedin Osika
very well the other kai ya nhwe enrada Professor Michael Quay the committee no presented a year ne investigative report to the national leadership of the new patriotic party. Perifo say document in the content in the making public. Now, and I'm so set up a 9-member committee to review a party constitution. I think it's a baby a drew party no a drew and and I'm be said a dear partner the party no who be here say party no leadership no any members no etimi tusa anamowi.
Oh, Ska, me that's biom da no pia to from. Na me minchia Ghana fa worry show no wuti oye woni every batani. Na minchia oye the former Western Regional Minister and the Member of Parliament for Takoradi constituency, Honorable Dr. Kwabna Ochreda Kumensa. Ena ne brother Kra wadene kan ho oye Honorable Lawyer Isaac Boama of Efia constituency. Na minchia MPP regional executives ena constituency executives, especially the Takoradi constituency. Memfa kwenye na minchia oye the Takoradi constituency Council of Elders Chairman Chief Ibrahim Sana anope Chief Michio. Na minchia the leadership of the new patriotic party at the national headquarters, especially oye the National Council, national executives, for doing this party a great service. We elected Professor Michael Quay in any team. Oye election review committee. Osikani Kwarani Takoradi wabaha committee members no wabaha ye presentation bibia ye wie no. They tasked me to present a paper on some of the things that we have said, because when who they know actually Takoradi is well prepared. The wobobwa committee no ma wetum why dem review no. Inti ayan so kakra ye hu no. Me member of parliament na my constituency chairman Honorable Prince Atta Adodo na from Bona wo mam ho kwan ma mo tro dem eyi no de ma committee no. Ma committee no so acknowledge receipt of it. No wakada would be incorporate into their report. Inti amede oyamede after 3-4 months no committee no wa present one report what am the National Council. The National Council so I set another 9-member committee to make sure that the recommendations of the election review committee, just opposing it to the constitution of the party and reviewing the positions are recommendation are your committee in why the constitutional review committee is headed by the party legal and constitutional committee chairman Honorable Frank Davis Esquire. Inti and other members are working on say what's it, even at this moment say a party and a group party, a group of people who support the New Patriotic Party. So our views be about any portion of the constitution our amender, they can still write to the general secretary, and the general secretary of the committee. If you no one padain now was and why and by July the party will attend a national annual delegate conference. By that time, no, in the committee Frank Davis done now also why the necessary recommendations in our national council, not the national delegates conference near Jatum near review. The last time the New Patriotic Party will review where a major review in our constitution was in 2009 with Legon war national trade fair in a year them now former national chairman Honorable Mark Menu no party chairman ma Honorable Ohinintu no a general secretary. And I believe after 2009 exactly 16 years or 15 years or 17 years after, it is very, very important to review, do a major review of our constitution. And no kwano dying. Yereshishano, Yeshisha Embrano, because part in the BBA baby or Embra in a day. I believe we are in the right direction. Na minjina way free do. So na me appeal to all the rank and file of the New Patriotic Party. Just be hopeful that the national leadership will do what is right for the party. Na yetum ya mume yemudo. All the polling station executives one started there, all your one polling station meetings, electoral area coordinators, we'll make sure that we one electoral area meetings. Then the constituency executive will also be doing their constituency executive meeting so that you propel party back to the front burner for the good people of this country. Because look, Eshe aban fun olukod aban amembu fun olukod ya Osika, it is only the New Patriotic Party Nobutumai the hope of this country as far as the economy and the development of this country is concerned. New Patriotic Party need the only party what sweeping reforms benefit majority of the good people of this country. Nobody in this country Nobutuma Kade Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ina Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia woba benim from 2017 up to the 7th and 6th January 2025. No policy one benefit from the north to the south, east and west. Everybody benefited, but of course, abanade also. Nti danara there will be some loopholes in a party nankasa so maybe I say bio ebia ya anye ni yi in our okobanedam. But of course, yehu bi da 1996 yeto aba the New Patriotic Party candidate near 39% with 61 members of parliament, and the GH means out of 200 members of parliament. Less than 4 years, we were able to convince the Ghanaian people that the New Patriotic Party is the party for development. Onumpuna yako political wilderness in opposition, both in military regime and in democratic regime. And so, with 61 members of parliament out of 200, then with 39%, within 4 years, we were able to make a case to the Ghanaian people that the New Patriotic Party is the hope of this country. In the Ghana for more than 100 members of parliament. So we have done it before. Madam said back here about 2024 elections, no, everybody should get up and make sure that is how life is. It is not the number of times that you fall, but the number of times that you rise when you fall. That is the most important thing.
Very well.
The process of restructuring, rebranding, and reclaiming the political will of the people to the New Patriotic Party. From next week, the flag bearer, together with the national leadership, they will start a thank you tour across the country.
Good.
Because now everything is set for the party. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will lead to go around the country to thank the Ghanaian people for the 8 years. What did Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in our year 2024, so that maybe also they will explain some of the nitty-gritties of the report to the people, especially to the regional executives and the constituency executive, so that we can prepare ourselves towards the new MPP Yedreba.
Very well. Digital Ghana binding IMF Arichi a staff level agreement here say some $370 million behiti the account of Bank of Ghana. Now enumuna minority edebe tu bia say staff level agreement yene IMF Arichi no etre pefe say NDC President John Dramani Mahama adano and some obeka de fa Adanko Akufo-Addo economy hono say na nyina na eye nkontompo sem, because there is no way IMF say books no munya ene sika say ode maw eye periodically no ode be maw ni ode maw no wan fa nya de pa ma na moa economy no a ne ewo ho so ode ba no nya de ode be maw etino and some President Mahama beka say the Ghanaian economy was criminally managed under Adanko Akufo-Addo ni nyina no eye entro afei ato force in finance minister on kra de me hu kra adwirimi ama no se enyina mo kane abo ntum ensuo bo ntum ni nyina no eka eye IMF conditionalities no ho digital sa ensem mienu yi ye pagya ne nkomo edisi apaso sen.
Okay, Osikani das I mean Ghana and our politics na ye ni nyina Osika, the bedrock of it is the bread and butter issues. Into urban economy, se bio etonado ogumu, etonunsu table do or ye won to me radio. Se abedinely you or ye denara, it will one way or the other affect you. About affect you. Into economy ne se bio ko school and ko school. E benyino e besiu e dem wadwen odo. Because e kwatopano na se topano 10 cities na wait no wakufuma awu ebuhu
no bi na be catch
no bi na be catch so wusika engine abosoma kutua na engine no nyama na ede ye no se sisi atumi de ye dem na na Danko Akufo-Addo no owo a awanka se be den ebuhu Osika make on wia look obiara oye adwuma otum kwada okobo bosia ekona ekobo bosia onya bank na ana individual na ekobobosi on one obeka atwe de ada obobisa wan de ebe ye den na etua de miska obobisa na wankasa aka ekona ba fodo ebe ye den ebutua na eka na so ogituma na odiska na amo wanja ntuma onu so beka de oh based on ebia wo busuma kwetia ana de major pade ewi ana de made ye owo ncheni yi na ade ye de da menhihye ye do to wa onye ye ya na wankasa adwene ho na wo so ebe ye review bi o ma na aye anye de ana agituma na ye wankasa wo decision. So far there is no document available either to Parliament, especially because Parliament is a house of record.
That's right.
Actually, the IMF conditionalities are what the new patriotic party government are what presenting what Parliament or indicate the IMF na banwaji to me the busumi basebia over to electricity.
There is no document.
There's no document available like that. Else, I believe the current finance minister would have made it available to the Ghanaian people. Either the Ken Ofori-Atta, because he was then the finance minister.
Yes.
There were yet them negotiation. There was nothing like that.
It hadn't no Babon Tin Ebe Kasa and Semono.
Then another thing. So we come to the physical, especially in the year 2024. And they recover from the COVID era. Only DN to IMF. The whole year, the new patriotic party government, led by Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, they did only electricity increment of 6%.
Yeah.
One labor salary increase of an average of 24-25%.
To me radio 101.3.
Oscar, what you demand no the NDC what can the Akufo-Addo sebio ni trim yedin. Or your wicked government. Inti Omagana funye GD war NDC wonum there sa Akufo-Addo otumu to electricity 6% for the whole year of 2024. Now so to work, public sector workers one salary 25%. No what catch that Akufo-Addo ni trim yedin. Make during the campaign be at a point former president and a current president, not a candidate, John Dramani Mahama. Obia no way ye car what Temahabo.
That's right.
Net taxes, no digital platform do. In all about what the tax day, what the tax day, special import levy, day, Nene Pakono, he was paying around 67,000 Ghana cedis for the duties of the car at Tema Port. The President Mahama so ye unquestionable. Nyansenim na sanyansenim a no chere o de Ghana fo nya gidi wo mu no woto abamo eba da ma de ni nyina na o do yeden e be yefiwo na Ghana fo woto abamo boom. To be frank, one to a man keke was son one man absolute majority in parliament.
Yes,
so that he will have the power to cancel all the taxes na what's Akufo-Addo no de adnali ya no nyansenim no ono what the ma President Mahama no yimfiwo obey o catching also wa ba wa hwe books ni mu wa hwe documents mu bibia Akufo-Addo olugro Ghana economy no by 5.7%, whilst for the past COVID area 2 now no consider no we not describe the economy now President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mamu Bawumia were managing no or ye criminally managed or ye crime scene or corruption or go Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
Or Ghana man what ye bibiara on ye then on ye. Meanwhile, now IMF for the World Bank for Abeka there. Look, the Ghanaian economy is resilient because what's your debt to GDP? All the micro indices in no chada Akufo-Addo no one manage economy ni ye.
Yeah.
Ma President Mahama when you want to there one IMF boko review. Obe review IMF conditionalities in the agreement no. Na IMF catch on there. What should the partner the old administration led by Nanado why na no what your GDP growth economy ni nyina na hoden what your one foreign reserve what your debt to GDP eyi na ade ni na wetu mu atwaba 61% in there was no need for them to review. The only thing is that President Mahama will have to continue the partner Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia what they omana for them. But they were saying different things to the Ghanaian public, thinking that Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo they will look bad to the Ghanaian people. But them a President Mahama Nala while you them negotiating na kasaba pardon no there. The IMF and the World Bank has made data available that indicate that the Ghanaian economy is resilient.
That is it.
It's resilient. Nankasa, because look, you cannot hide data from the World Bank and IMF. A hider, then they will expose you. Iti the man didn't know about pardon. Not there. The man abani ya or do this or ya abana or ya in contrompo aban or ya abana wo chakushi. Because we feel the will look chakushi. No one ma or ya the new predecessor will look bad. No nim the IMF would the cane would generate or track with you now was hey you know as American or any quarter. No the most dishonest statement of the finance minister obey on in there we increased electricity by 14.75% because the previous government when the IMF agreed that every 3 months be an obey increase electricity. Every 3 months will increase electricity. When was the whole of 2024? Akufo-Addo increased electricity only once. We were in an IMF program. IMF program started 2023, 2024. you call IMF in 2022. Na sign bibia no kick start in 2023 January. Into okobane then ena Akufo-Addo na ban the whole of 2024 or increase electricity only once. It tells you the finance minister was only being dishonest. But Oscar the mama kanu say you Ghana in there. Nessa President Mahama obey. No was say a public sector worker will be increase your salary by 10%. No be increase your salary by 25%. Nessa na etanono na President Mahama otojuwara. Because adoya yo put the I wonder what you want using the single spine salary structure no. President Mahama say one premium one go for 2012 figure no phone 2 hour.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you were 2024 figure. Why jump or because we feel there what for 2024 now. I don't know what the single spine salary you would do on call will be niska. But you see, I mean, Messi, she's in the Bank of Ghana one lending rate to the banks so 28%. Yeah. Meanwhile, Akufo-Addo local no 27. Other policies never ever try before more. Today, the average interest rate at the interbank is about 32. Even that one, it depends on your credibility. I had them out over 35. And say what you loan 1,000 Ghana, nail about 350 every month. Oscar, the miskano, a bed, the average man able to my so and Abani Sube, Wabobusia over 65 billion from the local banks.
Yeah.
So local banks now is kind of what them a private sector. We increase electricity in a water. And some are good for local. Yes. They are going to roll back the misikano to the public. It would 10% in Nigeria already. No, abano wa for kwanibi do waji the misikani if you same. So what is going to happen over the year is that individuals are going to do austerity measures. Yes, individuals. Yeah. It is a aketesia and a brand here. Nese edge salary now who there to 2024 sikana spend no this year never spend more because abano wajis cano back.
Yeah.
So now my year oko saloon 3 times a month. In the Eddie Agra or there catch our year there no or them I work for saloon once a month because you want to more the miskano.
Yes.
So now the womba and you want call holidays every 3 months after vacation be reducing. So now every 3 months I talk in Tarfo for a dem womba be reduced because I had the man in N2. That is what the president is telling us. First, papa na pune juma be 3 times a week. Echo supermarket na to ice cream be na adena da come on it be reduced because the cost of living is now going to be higher because of the policies of John Dramani Mahama. Oscar Adewalian, the NDC has prepared itself to squeeze the economy and put that money into their individual pockets. Adewalian. By the next 3 months will be a procurement economy. Onitina, Esha budget now, finance minister at Honorable Atufos not presenting. There is no major support to the vulnerable people.
Yeah.
There is no major one. Even Accra no Opada are providing a sanitary part to Yeni Anomin Ketesia or schools. No, Sheska will try 279 million. It's going to be will be using for procurement. Now majority of that money goes back into their pockets. Yeah. For the past 8 years, the sanitary part was an issue in this country. Into then the sanitary part of Wabe issue. Only 3 months President Mahama Waba and they were the only government, Abrana vice president or education minister under President Mahama. One. You know why the man didn't be. And after 8 years, Akufo-Addo Bay also don't know. Government cannot just be distributing sanitary pad. No. Let's empower the families so that they can buy for their children.
That is it. That was the right way.
Yeah. Inti aban baka there. Oba no SS and BC Form 3 or GHS 3. No so kwa exams and examination fee maafa. So that money will stay in your pocket so you can buy for the minyamano because those things are private. But aban only in the public. Why? Because they want to steal money.
Yeah.
I don't know why in. Why? Akufo-Addo used 327 million for the entire presidency. President Mahama, because the presidency more used 2.7 billion, making available 78 million Ghana cedi to only the communication subsector of the presidency. So it's them cocaine is something at the bay. Oh, journalist, what's work school na dwumebui or TV do? He's not even able to analyze the issue and ask critical questions. Why? Because he has been influenced.
Yeah. What to be a man?
What is going to be a man? Into no to me bisa nyansa sambiom. And when the system becomes like that, not the conscience of the country is now low.
Yeah.
And it is not because of anything. It is because I want to abandon. I don't know. What people would this what is your to kum? No, this would control the rest of the people. But I'm at the major there. Oh man, the Morukwi. Abandon Tsinado up to 2024. Yeah, until the ECG for one container you. What about Benin pay ECG container you? Why? Because they will muddy the waters economically and take advantage of the ignorance of the people. But me today, media has been the wound to me and others. One presenters no although we won anyway. No way expose abandon to the Ghanaian people. They are turning the economy into a procurement economy. They are turning the economy into a procurement economy. Into new ideas biamba. Maybe me say the professor who say Dr. B economist Bill Kasa. Yeah. Abanesha budget no one for new idea biamba. Nankasa ne 24-hour economy na also they be create employment. What am on call for no? One touch. Yeah. The policy is not even ready for them to present to parliament. Into ayadama not chere enyi Ghana fu endini ye. Na enyi na endini ye no not chere 24-hour economy na we dey proper economy no mo akoso no. Economy no bokufu. Because where are the investments? Where are the investments? Why is it that the education minister also end this work this month end a double track system?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, 2027. And in there, all the educational infrastructure now Akufo-Addo ya mo wie ninya wa stop. Double track system. Akufo-Addo what about 2018-2019 academic year? Dr. Lichum, the then deputy education minister, or education minister, also what the 7 to 8 years would be all the educational expansion, so that double track system widen we
fade out.
And Kodo will 2026. Other program what that one or that go 2026. Now so what be you want stop contractors no. Into this year no contractors 1 year juma. Why? Because what put wash your books. Aya da man no tell the delay system no. Early delay system no. Question the number of BEC students are Wallaba. Because Ghana education system figures no. It is rising. Into all rising, not the more people will be entering into the secondary school.
That's right.
The more people enter, the more you need in the educational infrastructure because I put a double track system. Into 2027, I tell you today, 2027 want to meet deadline.
Want to meet
because age 1 year to no messing so I am more. It's about Ruano. We take an average of 2 years to build a major educational infrastructure. Into age 1 year to next we start 2026 we see 2026 what the 2 years or the figures will be rising. Yeah. So you have to do the investment, continue the investment. Say age 1 year to ma, it will take you 2 years, 3 years to recover.
Complete, yeah, it's true.
Time our former committee met say that I will put no station though. Afternoon program. The man did it. You don't need a committee to advise you.
Yeah.
Just look at the figures. Now at the compare and then no. Is it possible to cancel it now? Now you came to the conclusion that no, they should not cancel double track. in April, but they should continue it. I don't know. Into committee now, what to a scandal, what the more no consider. On into the IMF focus on the look, they are very much concerned about the many committees. Now, ban water to FA Ministry of Energy alone, including one subsectors institutions. Now they have about 8 committees. 8 committees. And the Ministry of Eco Finance in Podia Blue Eco Finance. And one thing I see here. And this Abanwoy and there, or a competition among the MPs and the CEOs for everybody to find a problem with the past governments. Until our any problem, Babano. No, I won't add an because they think everything about the previous government was corrupt. To the extent that actually, Tema Development Company, TDC was established to build, to sell lands. Because Ken Oforiatta and the family member got to assassin into a corruption into other papado. Meanwhile, I will wait to mind a social assassin, a banadia, with the market. Now, what out to one website or what? Into Nebus, a finance minister, Intino, or known to one to assassin. Where exposing we know. What should they are? Even MPs are all NDC for ones what to assassin be. Well, yeah, and it is genuine. Now, why did Sam George just not the dinner about where a re-registration of SIM card was a host. Oh, really? Is an issue. Why? Because they are doing competition just to make no one name there. Embrace local. Oscar, I can tell you, why could 2.5 years near to next election? The NDC. 1 year procurement in point way for any major infrastructure now as I speak.
Yeah.
Because doing tendering, it takes about 6 months. This year you April put the way May now a banner start the way tendering at the chrono, even figuring it out, going to look for loans. I had the educational infrastructure. No, it takes time. And send a procurement authority but more itum. What by the man I didn't abamon to the next year. And send I'm a contractor certificate to commence the infrastructure. Oh yeah. And send a contractor now kwa bank akwa bobosia okwa ujeska. Also take time. Until by the time about site no. Uska in no year be May or June next year. Next year. So this year, anybody biara why you're not doing the President Mahama Baba be magic biara no. That person should forget. A part as I'm making. Question President Mahama in the first 4 years. Most of the project or the year they did. No route started from the Atamils Mahama government. Yeah. New routes started from there. It's a Minta Kando or Doko Commission hospitals about 6. All many speech, or here, our concussion there. Look, you have to commend the previous government, Akufo-Addo, because only no see them hospital 6 commission in now.
That's right.
Why are you not mentioning his name? As I said, it's a young governance system. No, Oscar say Eboleta, IMF where you are, World Bank where you are, because they are here. Only to what Pentem where ye the statistical service
man, no.
They will get him out.
Yeah.
Ghana Labor Authority, Abed Labor Organization, they will get you out. Why? Because they want to come and manipulate the figures to their favor. But IMF will be Uama. Because they know them. In 2000, the year 2000, under Dr. Kwame Pepra, then finance minister, they went to the World Bank and lied. And we're exposed on what finance Ghana $34 million. So they know them. Until I want to show. Until President Mahama, just to counter as some of the country has been economically criminal. No? IMF and a World Bank one data contradicts the may, because Opodo you know him. When you had the man when the IMF for bed
exposing. Okay.
They were using the figures of the good figures of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia government. one Abenia rich and staff level agreement, and it will give the government the hope to attract them $370 million. World Bank for Subamon another money to continue the restructuring at the banking sector. Say when the day campaign, Dr. Dufone banking license woman, the Pakistan the banking license woman. Look, Oscar, systems now our country no. It is not for cheap propaganda campaign. Yeah. Eba now I didn't know this one under. Oh, yeah, different ball game. Yeah. Defense minister. This was then. Also, we will talk less about the Galamsey and make sure the results vindicate that. Why? But now I'm catch sure the finance minister, foreign affairs, defense, interior, and another. We catch on there. Energy. We catch on there. Look, baby Akufo-Addo all govern the country ni kodri no. So what them want? Member yan intend term kasa because nyame bebre wa enim. Chide nya abotel is steady, any expert more advice. So sometimes you have to call your predecessor to come and explain certain things to you. Na ye why they go bibi ehun the abotel enwa kakra bi we you need tetrama kakra bi ana de bekaza. No. Okay. It's Oscar. The IMF will continue to be with us. The World Bank will continue to be with us. But the truth is, if you lie, the system will own you up. So, finance minister, education minister, energy minister, and particularly the president, at the end of the day, less than 4 months, they have been exposed big time. Yeah. And there might be or reduce the confidence. All my investors won't be invest to all money. I don't pay. No, actually, a Juma Sam or then or local phone. Okay. Juma Sam so phone there. No, Scar, we are dead today. Most Manyamaro tourism sector, one area or this Kaba. Look, Akufo-Addo under the Western Regional Minister, no way a program. I will make sure the tourist boat up back, especially the Western Coast. If I tell you the number of tourists are back, the whole of 2024, almost every month, 2-3 vessels, they come with not less than 2,000 people. And the kind of money in our Takoradi ports, drivers, what one call tourist site across the region. You don't have an idea. Sabano when two women and con no one will increase the margin in Oma Ejuma Sam Okufum. And him there for the first time. Elmina, what the tourist boat bought with 4,500 passengers. I see. 4,500 with the Nsudo. No, what the small boat, what the phone, no, what the one about. What Elmina Castle, Kakum Park, and pay money. The transportation alone, it creates jobs. So, meanwhile, 1 year, Elmina fishing harbor. Now, Bahama says 419. I saw 419. Now look at the benefits. Or your economics. So you plan ahead. Talking or doors, kasa no doors. They should be thinking more now because them areas no answer. Look at the war, economic war between China and America. To the extent one China, American president, Ghana, impose 10% tariffs on nyama yedroko. Why? Also cocoa the why? Because they need our cocoa. Yeah. You, the president, they made discussion, and I'm all foreign minister, and then the deputy. What's going on? And the Ghanaian businessman, no suffer. So quickly, as president, or they and quickly, president announced the matter. You ask this example, 1 year, Ghanaian ambassador. 1 year. Meanwhile, Eba power young ambassador senior one you don't do that. You don't do that. Bush, Mr. Bush, Biden feed Donald Trump beno. He did not just call ne Eyifo ambassadors no, they are still at post. Or nominate to be we not the necessary process no oba obinya approval from the host nation then we take over from the predecessor and any predecessor or then oko. And the moment government changes hands, no one say all our ambassadors to come home. Now, then who go and do the bidding?
The whole nampine.
No, we don't do that. Share the whole Takoradi, all the metropolitan and district assemblies. If he our Korean. Why? Because President Mahama be president pay less than 24 hours. Also, all MMDCs, Obian Kofi, all government appointees, Obian Kofi. So now when an obey cleaning, Oscar, when an obey cleaning, you don't do this. You let them be working. Once you do the necessary nomination, no go through the process. We are not hand over the next person. Yeah.
Okay.
It's how many ban this year. All Ghanaians should although make sure they one tighten one belt because policies on to create employment on my economic growth, any major economic group.
All right. Thank you so much. Digital Secretary Adasi Sami Boachi di Free Asamanke will say the current government led by John Mahama appears to be taking Ghanaians for granted, assuming we have short memories. However, we are discerning individuals who will not be underestimated or disparaged. Despite their claims of abolishing the e-levy, they have retained the COVID-19 tax and increased utility tariffs by 14%. They also promised to put an end to Dumso, but the situation has deteriorated. However, they pledged to eradicate Galamsey, yet their supporters continue to engage in this illicit activity. They assured us that cocaine and money laundering would be eradicated, but unfortunately, these crimes have become prevalent. They also claim that Boko would be peaceful under their leadership, but the current situation is alarming. Fellow Ghanaians, let us take action and not be mere spectators. What idea or the buy and so I don't know. Where you say, Oscar, good morning. I say good morning, perfect gentleman. How are you doing? I'm good. Hope you're all doing well. I say, Oscar, Ghanaians are very, very hypocritical. Chiefs, clergy, traditional rulers, professors, except Otufo say to Asantehene. Oscar, I fear that it will be difficult for Ghanaians in the days ahead of us. Oh God, have mercy on us. Mahama and his government will create, loot and share. Sa kodi opoku, okre free Kumasi, kote extension, and odifia, what they buy, say. Where you say, Oscar, good morning. My name is Nanaya Amponsan from Apollo. Musa Dankwa is a joke. It is only 52% of NDC party members who want the removal of the Chief Justice. Not all Ghanaians. NDC party is joking. The NDC for one or interview one more. One is some where you say, Oscar, good morning. Please, I always ask you this, but no response. Please, where are the so-called bishops, organized laborers, and the other groups? Where are they? Me abisa me die. He me sorry a me frifie ma ba adwuma. Me frɛ adwuma am kofie. Asa me ni atrenchwe o bishop bia office. Enti me timi nya ho mu ayemfa ma wadaroma. Why? Where do you dey about say I see a friend Masawu do refi Kumasi Bantam. I say NDC success in the December 7th election was a reflection of Ghanaians dissatisfaction with the MPP's leadership. We have to take a cue from this president to know that the 2024 elections was not won just by the campaign of the NDC alone, but the displeasure of many Ghanaians who did not see leadership from the NPP. Or no idea or the buy, I don't know, I say. Teacher Constitution, if you are say, if JDM's NDC think replacing the Chief Justice with someone like Dominic Akuritinga Ayini will further their interest, they will find out otherwise. The Ghanaian people won't be fooled. We deserve a judiciary that upholds the Constitution, not party loyalty. Or no idea or the abai, I don't know. I told you Chief Justice in front of the Akuritinga Kwakosho. Sule Sunyani Ketike, President Mahama, 100 days in government is a disaster for Ghana. He pledged to end Galamsey in 90 days. Currently, what is the state of illegal mining in Ghana? He pledged to reduce utility tariffs. water bills, LPG, gas. However, the Ghanaian people are currently experiencing a significant increase in utility costs. He pledged to repeal the COVID-19 levy. He has extended it. He pledged to increase public sector workers' salaries, had only recently increased by 10% on gross salary. President Mahama need to apologize to President Akufo-Addo and his government and the people of Ghana. He lied his way to power. Posterity will judge Akufo-Addo's legacy. Still, it is highly possible, inshallah. One idea or the buy, I don't know. Capito, and if you go to or say, Oscar, greetings to you. We told Ghanaians John Mahama and the NDC has nothing good for Ghanaians, but they didn't listen. Now everyone can witness their bad performance. It shows clearly that NPP is still the best for Ghanaians. I don't know. Thank you so much for your message. Teacher Kujo, anyway, Triabodom Adantase. I say, instead of you thinking of how to fulfill your campaign promises, you are doing something else. NDC party executives have destroyed Ghana's forest cover with their Galamsey activities. ECG containers are missing from Tema Port. Dumso has taken over Ghana. Ghana has become a cocaine coast. The Boku conflict has worsened now than when NPP was in power. Remember, John Mahama used this conflict to campaign against NPP. Ghana has become a dumping ground for cocaine and money laundering. Electricity tariffs have been increased by 14.75% and water also increased 4.02%. Fix the country and stop joking. One idea what they buy and so I don't know. Messages in the doors, yeah, that's it. Young the final one now. Yentimi and Twaso. But by Chofa, Erastus Asaredonko, Facebook post on Galamsey no etosumame. Na yenni eho enkomo because the eneme kwone de eni enyan papa digital Galamsey kui President Mahama ne Lands Minister ne NDC amanjo ku ebetimi akọ.
Oscar.
Yes sir.
From all indications, our President Mahama and the Lands Minister and the allied institutions, that is Minerals Commission, EPA, Ghana Water, whatever, Oscar. You know my position on the Galamsey issues. But so while a campaign, na a presidential candidate, na make his suggestions, na Ghana funu wojinado na wodo to abamo. Eba or they implement the more policies. Akufo-Addo ena waya water guards
digital patcho meba wey Erastus Asaredonko ni Facebook post enra rajo biem kakra me o say o make a very critical statement wa ha o say the president cannot watch on for this to happen. Constantly I have notified the right authorities including the sector ministry, but okay, Brafom, but every little agency, but very little agency is attached to it. How can party people lay claim over illegality in a such brazen matter across the country and leaders watch on? Galamsey is being done in protected forest reserves in such brazen manner by non-party people who feel entitled because they claim it is their turn. The more we notify authorities, very little is done. These images show currently mining in the Tano Nimri Forest Reserve and the extreme pollution of the Tano River. How does we allow people with connections to illegally enter our protected forest and degrade it and steal our resources, leaving degraded lands for citizens to pay for? Why is it difficult for authorities to end this nature crime? The only answer that makes sense is that it involves people close to them. Erastus.
Yeah. Oscar, Dama Erastus ni Facebook post. Oscar, it is known by every Ghanaian who follow the issues of Galamsey. The Land and Natural Resources Minister, the son of the Western Region, Honorable Ama Kufibua, Nankasane constituency, Elembele constituency, Abedun Olokodo. Nankasane constituency, Mpo onto solve the issue of Galamsey. Ama Kufibua, Botumu Akade, Onima wana waya Galamsey, one constituency. Onima wana wa sponsor Galamsey, one constituency. Obotumu Akade, ne executives, constituency executives, ni Ibi, one ka Galamsey no wa. Oscar, me say, Galamsey, ede ya politics, the issues will oban Galamsey ben menon. Sisi no Galamsey no, one men, John Dramani Mahama na the government. Oninti na ne defense minister, sisi one kasa mfa Galamsey ubium. No obama won edwuma pa no wa kasa am. Oscar, President Mahama made specific promises based on that. No, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia virtually lost all the Galamsey constituencies.
Yes.
So, Nana Addo Kade or the president about to lie on Galamsey. That is the final result. Other to lie, no. Man, those people were dissatisfied with him. To Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Why? Akufo-Addo. No, let's show excavators. President Mahama Kaden, also, or you're unquestionable.
Yes.
There, Akufo-Addo na ban. I been into 1 year excavator, no, one phone call assemblies.
Yeah.
One can.
Okay.
In time, it says this one about power, no. Is it questionable? Then I want to show excavators. Into I tell you, ban sebio, when you mean answer. There were my excavator no defi Galamsey site no da kwa assembly now one swallow show no because what my chance there mana Akufo-Addo leye no onye nyansa nim Akufo-Addo no show excavators 2 Akufo-Addo odru baby I say look wayambra what you Galamsey site we prosecute no we jailu we prosecute binom we binom ko jail na binom so gudo we prosecute one abasa na President Mahama Ken I say nyansa nim Nyansenim, Sanyansenim dia, no ched, I say, okay, the Nyansen, no say, Oba, Obejay, I wonder what Akufo-Addo wa prosecute to know what the prison, Obejay one. No, Akwaye won Juma. Asama President Mahama Ken, in a coffin, what Jina don't know what to about what the man. Obesisiali, I better not lay. Minister for Interior, also also watch your Biala wa Galamsey site, one fan of court, no one jailing. Is it not the same thing? Akufo-Addo odru baby also the look the cost of jailing foreigners especially Chinese into our prisons no odoso so yet wana ye be deport one aba some no okay civil society organization pastors including the president now also Akufo-Addo on Ghana ho one can
okay
also on Ghana ho I then Ghana near and prosecuted into prison. Na Chinese in an ebe deported. Since Yara, President Mahama, Abadan Olye, what the Chinese for us were wondering.
Was he informed uncle?
It is Yano. So S Obi Nimi Nyansa, never Eye Dame Nyansa and Pakunim, the same thing. I was frauding.
That's how winning Nyansa.
I tell you, I was winning Nyansa.
Asa.
What did you hear, Juma?
I've been here, Papa Kra. Well, I want to say, we'll be tis with the oil and Nyansa.
Also, the same thing. Akufo-Addo obeno we use navy for as water guard one to boat am on one to drones am on we use war
that's right
what then
what was your kwan papa
anya kwan papa what is Galamsey do abedi nti na sisial ama Kofi-Boa in na ministers no other if no will train blue water guards for I didn't nipa na one solve problem no ma we se onye no ali the same
no one wa ba we
sisi awo
just okra dia would mean nyansa bako
yes
utina so
that is what I'm saying
yes you don't bring anything on the table
the same thing meanwhile promises na emeki abra na ye opposition leader the first thing ebe on in there ebe create a state of emergency and that one chan eso bili yadi onye ebebe ye bi obili ya disi onye ebebe ye di ebe na ubi ina di no eda ato nchen ina ele ye nipa ko ne di ANC no.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this? We are na some kofu no ekogu galamsey site na galamsey no orokoda no will criticize one now as the mankasa biom
omwa ye bekasa
as mankasa biom. Why? Because you know that now President Mahama is not interested in the environment na oman nkofole say no.
Yes.
He's not interested about the water bodies, he's not interested about the lands, he's not interested about the forests. Rather no less than 3 months where to create gold board. What about to talk gold? So now he's only interested in the final product of galamsey. Yeah. That is the gold.
That is it.
Assassin or say on fun because on the President Mahama until any part of Western region, until any part of Central region, until any part of Ashanti region, until any part of Eastern region, until Greater Accra. Greater Accra want to galamsey or into ono obenya nusu ne dan papa wa dem. Itu ono ahemfo awo wo galamsey side so wan fo won na si fom ahemfo no wan fo won na si fom President Mahama ado hia ye gold no asa gold no hia oni tira what to gold board no sin there Ghana ha obialu ntum nton gold obialu ntum nto gold ti the gold board fo no assassin all say no on fa no ho. President Mahama is only interested in the gold. In time catch there these people they only came for their pockets. They only came for their pocket. Today, my mind. My mind. One lease, why then? Why spy? Renewal, why Manso? Yeah. Why? Because, you know, they are bringing in a Ghanaian who is close to the NDC to come and take control of the mine. No, what are a business? What are a business? Oscar, that is what me say. The NDC, they are only interested in their pocket. They are taking advantage of the forest, your land, saying no that you gold. No, they go on kutokum. They don't give a damn of what is happening, the destruction that is going on. The chemicals all look you news na adendo.
Now what background?
They are not interested.
Party for party mum pennyfo na atiesi ma omo yewu.
Yeah, I mean that is the truth. Oh yeah, well orchestrated plan. Now, it's in a ban Akufo-Addo lokono. Minerals investment fund no.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo left $1 billion. No way you 279 million. What that must have been fee, more that established gold board. The Misikano, what the Babechi Chesia from 30th of April. I want to look at alliances what to go to a Ghana in Obian alliances we both private, whether private or public, whether a Ghanaian citizen or a foreign citizen. Now they are coming to register new people. They mean new people no, so that they will give them will give them money to go and buy the galamsey gold, you know. $279 million. I don't want to buy. What Mama NDC for? No, I was strategized. No, I can. Our Osika, so was suspected the NDC near Apple Gold. No, I'm more licenses. Not some medium. I'm Osikano. Now go to gold now, but no, I'm more commission. Business why an assassin all say no. State of emergency na President Mahama Obama. One can abolish the airline 2042-26 so sabada. Oma aban ho kwan ma oma nkofo license. Woko. Oye forest reserve woko yi. Aba say na President Mahama ken. Also about abolish the airline no. Why? Since you also why then? Why amendments? Now we establish gold border. Unko abolish the brother. Until one NDC executives we go go.
Why you omutu? Nwa dunkwa ofi NDC chairman. Enya akukudro.
They demonize Akufo-Addo.
Enya akukudro.
What demonize Akufo-Addo?
Say me kwa mamudura
ko galamsey. On no support mo why galamsey. Today Akufo-Addo is out of power. I want to why galamsey. No me wale. Mr. Osika just pass through Pristia. Na kada kwa Sankregwa. Messi sideways.
Oh yes.
The police barrier is there. No go fun wolu to galamsey no. On fa won.
Me tie fa ho Japa wasa Japa ene area mo nyina ne kan kra.
Oscar, they don't care.
You see,
they don't care because what's it one aban no why then waba. They don't care about the consequence because Abana established gold board. They are now going to give them money to be buying gold and exporting. Or your well orchestrated plan. Or your well orchestrated what plan? You know what you and one of the people on them plan, yeah, the current and who he was appointed by Akufo-Addo.
Minerals
Commission boss, no. He was part of it. Yes. Only to want to mean, you know. Only to want to mean, you know.
101.3.
Oscar, that is the issue. Since Galam say, now if you don't establish a gold board for Natina, they establish it for purpose. They establish it for purpose, and they know that Sami Jemfi was part of the group. I work almost all the Galamsey sites, so they know the guys. So they are going to give them portions of the $279 million. No what I were born. Is it not part of the Gold Board Act? No, there were more excavators.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo, Amakofi Buokeden, President Mahama. Also, we know the Galamsey campaigns. Now, when Akufo-Addo let you on. Why ordinary people? No, Obama watch campaigns. No, since you a gold board, Obama campaigns in Sika.
Why empower
one? No, we go to Galamsey, no, the gold in Aba, no gold board AG. There is a mafia, no lokodo. Oscar, gold mafia, no bokodo. But I mean, the Ghanaian people will rise. Very soon, they will rise against this. And in the year 2028, they will vote to prove to President Mahama that, look, we voted for you because we believed you. We voted for you because you can't there, and there. Efi, Adano Rokodono, Nesisiano, Sisiade, Baby or Adano Konoska, or you're dangerous. Your mining sector, no, and Galamsey areas in Inano, they should forget. President Mahama Lenya she wo
okay.
President Oscar better catch them there. Them 4 years and I say waka 2.5 years. Waka 2.5 years. President Mahama but my baby papa bi oprisia. The Takoradi empon to me yehwe wa. Abedi no botu mo wa.
Okay, digital.
I mean don't wa. The Ghanaian people sold their black and white colored TV and now when you want black and white and white, you know, so why once maybe do Messi and when you obey and
okay.
And the few people within the mafia group of the NDC, what the miskin will be shown to and go and sit down.
They get my nase na young friend and common no AC Hase. It will be bia or share, we be OTA. Mama, the messages by Yadamo say, Yantimi and far calls on the Monfa and Che. Yana production team na say. Omo aye adwuma so pa ede aboaye medin de Osikani Frimpong Manso eda wase pramutu ana wahia ye abna se wa mani apɔ ne ɔkyema ba wontumi pramutu breka se yebo womo ede ebeba no nan bo a ɔkyema ba etena se na ɔde ɔma ne mpuntu nso etimi abraw nyame adom a wɔkyena eye Good Friday ye breaking ne wɔkyena wonhu ye adwoada wonhu yen ebenada nyame adom a yebeba be kansa na yabetoa adwuma no eso adopai good morning we are of here
onyakupo mahoma afama munyina onyakupo sra munyina yadamase
Odofo me no won komo briche we mu enti for waso fe me kakra adanse media kyerɛwo yade a edi emma ene memanya na woje won ho a enye na wode won ti pempem ebi akɔ pane ebi anom nura hodo nanso enko mabasa me ba beboa hwɛ on se ensansan bi agu aham ho woje ho enye ene wotia mana yekuro enu achi no minua bema on se watena no afi kra de nsan na ba begu ho ɛna ahwirihwiri asoasoa potipoti ɛne si hɔ ya na ehu ne sɛ asɛ ahyɛ nsuo but umia no a nsuo bi empie mfiri mu ma awon sɛ amanansen watenka atiaira na obema ye no nso aba fem papaapa 87 previous and sɛ wopɛ sɛ ɔware kora ntimi nware mesrɛ ɔpam kutuku aku ansa na watu kwaku ntekufo bɔ madana ne sɛ ho yade ansa na abɛkwa wade a wakɔ na wanka nkɔ ha obi baba na ɛkwan abɛfa so a saa ɔhaw yi a ensu efiri obema mu ba fitaa emoje efiri obema mu ba ensansa gu aha mu obema mu ayɛ mrebremre wokɔ hospital kra sa ka kyerɛ so low sperm count and that's a low sperm count na kyerɛ wo de nkonkonti ba na ebi ne ho nsuo no mu kra ɛna ebi nso obi wom na emu mo sua mesrɛ tie me na akyea ne mu mpani sɛ des na bebo nyina wadru ni we your friend give us JC measure ana we your friend give us JC capsules ni bienu ye no mbom de ye treatment epeboa ama ho ato enti wontimi nto give us GC measure na wonya give us GC capsules no ye no mienu ebom tu fa we ya na wafa we ebetu ase ama ho ato na enu achi no sebe yese da fam mame na fam bi ne manka ma agro ye de minu aba won so won se ensansa bi agu ba no ojo ho anye ene na wuti afi kura da ye kuro na nse kura de won se ensu fitaa bi fi wo ba no na eba apampan kakra ewu mu eto da kura na ye se moja eni fi wo ba no e ba so mu wonsa enu achi no also bu nsa na anu na nsa na etwa minu aba busa se moja so fi no aka no afa he ada wo ni pedua ewo uterus no tis one year ebebo toa ana be clot na be hye wa de na no eba sa awo ho be ye din e de ama enu achi no so no so watenka ate ayira wo bebu nsa na wa no dem ususa wote yaw sesa wo bu nsa na wo sa haw no dakro na mienu na etwa no a ma onsanka give us GC measure ene ne capsules na beboa ana ne sa moje sufin ni nyina na aba besene kɔ kama e de ama be man so a be man mu hyehyew wojo ho anyi besro wadroni your friend give us GC measure and give us GC capsules fani mienu bom na ohun beto enu yi nyina no enye na pharmacy shop herbal shop ne drug store your friend give us GC measure and give us GC capsules your friend mienu bom minu aba ebeboa ama ade ho e de frisa o hawo no ho enti nkyira fofo ho e ma na ne wo kwae ti bra minu aba ema wonum give us GC capsules ne measure na minu aba so no give us GC capsules and measure no ebeboa etusa o hawo na mu no asia ma ho motime gina mo na so na ware aso kama na nuri no to a ye bebese na obebo nkomo eti frey because nnuane bi wo ha ye be mo atwe ho afiri ho beti ntimi nkani nyina afidie yi so na number abetime frey wo so no e 0543 222 470 o frey beto boase ne mo abon nkomo ne a kyerɛkyerɛ oni ma obetwe ho afiri ho bra wo faduri na boa ate yade ne te e de amount hwɛ give us GC measure no say na etie sanso na give us GC capsules no so say na etie okwa bonsu ya draw ni pedua akwa no eda ho a entintini bebre e wono mesro so okọ na sanso hyede we na ho no bi say e give us GC measure and say give us GC capsules amanyi ni bo modena na hwehwe sanso hyede a makere we menu aba ebebo ahoro wa wodie no kama e de ama mu je sufi bi e wo system no aba besene akọ ebe mo aye more fertile woni be ma ehia ne se air farm e baako odofo enuri nyina no se onya mfie du mienu a untimi enom bi sanso na yo ba wo ma abofra no fo ana se oba penfo nso untimi emfa bi pharmacy shop herbal shop drugstore bi abewram give us GC measure and give us GC capsules no onsa ebeka bi num bi ne beboa atutu hawo na se e de ama na yade ya inti na obi timi wono ba na wato ne din yade ya amama kama asem ne firi yade utowia se de mekan na frey 0543 222 470 0543 222 470 ne monko
Eura last meeting men one pa
dibisa nansen die yawe nkitinkiti bi etiti mi
what abra amuzu herbal clinic nuro ho ohe potin na yo ya
me sori anopa na mahuju maposu nyina ya meya
uhia amuzu p ebetu ase one time
eto dansoa na meyemo keka me metini me mukura enyeji afei aduane to meyema na mewu
ɛne ehia amuzu ke
me old man a mo gentleman din mo fusane ye no so ono so be ne den
ohia amuzu garlic bitters
amuzu herbal clinic ni no wo nyina ni ana
debi ɛne wonte amuzu herbal clinic nkan yi owo amuzu herbal mixture uko hwe wo mogem na se yesi wanya malaria amuzu herbal mixture na obeno
Tressa oba wanyem oba tan ya woba bofra nufu eni akoda wo nyimfie du mienu annum bi open ho asembusa fra amuzu herbal clinic mawuji hio chalo FDA agidwedie nkrato yatum
mema ahwefo nyina akwa aba ba amuzu herbal clinic na vitamin sem amuzu P herbal mixture eyedura FDA fo agi atum se bua mahunam yaw nyina edwane de ojon so a oti yaw de oti yaw ni bema mu onyamuzu P na so no mu a sa yaw ni nyina eko de oti ojon so na mu apai we na msen wadro any amuzu P herbal mixture obi se doctor medun so we na bi akam wa hu sa ha ni nyina no ko pa amuzu P no mu na sa ha ni nyina enfrio na ho to once and for all doctor se me jun so na de ma fitam firi me mu ba ana se me kodua so na se me chombo se be ma ni nsuo tuturu